for Talon, nothing that really holds any value, right? So I'm looking towards this series being, you know, what you've done your prep, what you've picked up from other teams, and in the mid-rounding, what ideas are you coming out with in these sort of areas where you might be losing a player or your opponents might be losing a player. Now we get to sort of see how the different looks are going to be around the defensive setups as well, right? How are we going to see Jinbong on the deadlock for the first time play a little bit differently as towards a Cypher that we would know him for?
Oh, hey.
มาที
Certainly going to be something that we got to keep our eyes on. For now, I mean, for both sides, it has been quite the test to see if they can really put that foot forward for the rest of this group stage. DFM still needing that win. Talon as well, considering their opponents upcoming. Right now onto the attack. Talon grouped up towards B.
Look at the stark difference in the pistol collections, by the way. Talon number 1, DFM number 12. That's as top to bottom as you can get. So we'll see if DFM are going to be able to change that up here, or
oh my,
if Talon are going to continue 3 in towards B main.
ค่อยน่ารักหน่อย
Just as sneaky as Talon did on the first pistol, but this time because of the utility, spotted out. Now market screen open. Oh, what a shot from Jien! Cruz tries to take things into his own hands, but unfortunately not quite able to duke it out.
Oh, is there a gap in this wall over in B main? Currently with the barrier mesh there, very well might be Jinbong finding Thai to give a better advantage to DFM in this pistol now. There was indeed a gap there.
Does allow for these Talon boys to sneak through.
Yeah, they can go right in towards Boba at the moment and play with the timing of their own toxic screen. This is where this round could actually get very, very wonky if Akame isn't aware, but I mean, he's looking at the right position. They know that with the wall down now, it's vulnerability.
It's a big if. Akame! Oh, and he just lands the shot. That pretty much seals the deal.
Yeah, it should.
Talon at least looking for any economical advantage they can get. Sticks the plant. Now you're completely surrounded. Not hit by either utility though. Killua still trying to play around for Boba, but unfortunately Mei just slides in from behind.
Very nice pickup of a pistol for DFM. Do like the idea of going in together as a unit in towards B main and using your own toxic screen to your advantages there as well. Well, we saw that same kind of wall used on their own attacking side to be able to play with, but it ultimately wasn't too many of the B main things from them. Mid and A being a little bit more prioritized. Talon put behind now without collecting that pistol. So we'll see if they're going to be able to answer back a little bit later on when the bonus round starts, as such as we come to know in this game of Valorant. So just taking the knee at this time. Any kills, any damage, any credits that you can be finding, better for you.
ทารอนอยู่แพ้เหรอ
Not too much to be found just yet. Delay utility coming online for Jien.
Oh. How far can he get in front? He can all the way. Wonder if this is going to be recognized from DFM. And for Jip Boys, you kind of want him to be tagged up by the drone here to just make sure that Cruz has all the attention taken away from him. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. The rest of the team can sit, they can just look pretty and wait for Cruz to literally find a double. Oh, it's the timing. Now they know. That's okay. That could have gone worse.
Yeah, at least he got a singular kill. Jit Boy's trying to reaggress in the situation, but unfortunately it still is Cess with that Spectre. Rest of the team then trying to convene in towards this A site.
So now we go back to normal proceedings in this pistol round, where it shouldn't be anything more for Talon.
DFM are very prepared for this hit. Akame scoped in, quick on the bursts, gets a couple. Cess right up from behind. It's a firing squad. There's no way Talon will make it out of that one.
Oh, there could have been an opportunity for Talon though in that one, couldn't there? Got to give respect to Cruz, looking for a double to try and catch Mei with nothing in his hand, running around with that knife. But does get spotted. Love to see it from Mei's position, because he's kind of looks to pull out the gun at that spot and recognize that there's someone behind his teammate.
Oh yeah.
Needs to protect good old Cess there, who ends the round with 3. So a good little pickup from him in that one. Now we get into the bonus round of DFMs and 3 Bulldogs and a couple of lesser weapons. It's not the worst.
Very possible. Talon though. Trying to work off of B main control for now.
no one going to give them a challenge currently. DFM playing more in the back lines. Very spread default, very passive approach from them. Will lead into Talon, trying to figure out who's where they want to kind of end towards here too, right? You got Akame, just doing what Cruz was doing over at the A side of the map, shoulder checking, waiting for Paranoia plays. Not successful in baiting out a bit of this utility too. Snake's Bite gone, barrier mesh deployed, 50 seconds to go as well. It's a bit of breathing room for Talon.
Yeah, it's not too bad either. Pick up that spike, maybe reconvene back into A side once again. Akame now noted. And he goes for the fake TP. Interesting.
Yeah, but it would be noted from Jitboys here, who was pushed up towards short. 30 seconds, the spike's starting to translate over towards this A side, where you do have a bit of a backing up already on its approach here for DFM. This is where they could start to send it in towards the site, because Talon aren't even up yet.
Yeah, what timing from Akame.
Yeah.
Poison Cloud just to allow for Akame to play inside
Oh,
of it. He swings for the double! Oh, that could be it!
Oh.
Now in for Jinpung as well. An attempt from Killua, but unfortunately to no avail. Just Cruz left. And he's pinned down. The kill comes through from Main. DFM with the bonus.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shocking one for Talon. The fact that there's 4 alive for DFM and they all get the upgrades on the weapons at the tail end of that round. Not the way that you want your bonus rounds to go when you consider that Talon, that's their first gun round, right? They're against the quote weaker buys and they're 20 seconds to go before even getting in towards the site. They've not baited out some of those crucial utility components as well. It's just going and taking those fights, championing a great round.
ในสื่อกันแล้วอะ
Back to the drawing board for Talon. It feels like here is DFM going to be looking for double digits.
Wonder if a timeout might even be necessary soon enough. Right now, trying to take a couple of shots as much as possible, break over the door, force DFM to think.
Don't need to overplay the hand here either, DFM.
Classic. Oh!
Okay. That's an open market now that puts a little bit of pressure onto GN. No one can back him up from the Boba side of things as well.
Gun picked up for Cruz too. Oh, GN though, he's just so prepared. The double!
เชี่ย
Sneaks around the edges of the dark cover too. Cruz unfortunately eliminated. And that gun that he just
เอ็
picked
ม
up.
ไม่ได้แล้วเอ็มไม่ได้แล้วโลก
Is there a bit of a safety net for him? Just picking up
Even
one
when
no
you
gun
don't get
upgrade.
the
Now he needs to play on the back of what Jitboy's timing does look like. This is just a very unorthodox way that this round goes. Now a bit of equilibrium, 2 versus 2. Get that gun upgrade. Look to play in a post-plant scenario. You don't know where Akame is. You don't know where Cess is though. And Jitboys, look at this gun. How are Talon pulling this round?
What a play. Just no
Jitboy ตัวแปร
his opponents.
Don't tell me he stays here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
เห็นแล้วรู้เรื่อง
And with that information then, trails off. And that just forces Akame to think even more.
The problem is the barrier mesh is actually blocking Jitboy's route back in towards this A side, so it is a 1 versus 1 here for Primi. He needs to not go for a fight.
He's got a grab net, he's got sonic sensors as well, and he just spots Akame as he TPs into him. What a round by Talon.
Yeah, what a wonky round, to be honest with you. That's a bit of a fun one, not gonna lie. A lot of opportunities for Talon to do some dastardly things here, but it really all starts off just with GN trying to bunker down on that B side, tried to do what he possibly could, wanted some assistance from the team, but it just doesn't come out, and then a lot of players are just caught in transition, rotating around the map. A thrifty end of the rounds for Talon to pick on up. Hold DFM from getting to double digits at the moment. Meanwhile, we get that operator out now for May.
Jitboy คือตัวแปร
but nothing too huge, honestly, on the defensive side from him.
Right. Well, May at least trying something different. Still similar in the approach into A main. One-way smokes all around. Talon, though, still back with the B defaults.
Yeah, pick up the Annihilation as well. You see no forward pushes over at A currently.
Very nice.
Same Toxics over towards here too, but when that goes down, May on the op line. If this doesn't get checked properly, that should
มี
be
ไว้
a
ถือ
free
OP
opener.
เรียบร้อยโดนปิด
Allows for him to sneak on through the other side.
And they can't get in front of that one-way either, so it's just a bit of a checkmate at the moment around this A site.
Both teams keeping each other in check. Fast lane though, from Talon. Just looking to aggress forward. Sync fight as well. Cruz plays around it. Not expected by Cess. Akame trying to anchor down the side alone. He does find it.
It's
a triple! A shutout from May as well! And now it's just Jit Boys who's unable and not able to find any more.
Yeah, but a shotgun aim at the end there, unfortunately. An opportunity for Talon to get in towards the site there. But just the right timing of that dark cover thrown down by Akame, and the spray down too. He's got May to back him up with that operator still in towards elbow. And you look at that position where the kill is collected, right? The whole team isn't even towards the site just yet. No one's looking towards the back generator. It's really heads-up shots and location looking for DFM currently. They will now achieve double digits. It's another run back in towards around for Talon with this weaponry, but I do have started to wonder if that timeout still available for them. Might want to look to deploy it soon.
Oh, they just went in for a fast play instead anyway. It's the Hunter's Fury, it's the calls, it's made to hold. Overdrive now. Kilo has to respect Jit Boys stuck inside of elbow. Maybe trying to sneak on through by the drone, get spotted.
Yeah, May's all got the spike as well. There's no way Talon is getting that one back. Probably have to just try and look at the scenery for a minute and 10 seconds. Don't really foresee a way in which they're given opportunities here by DFM. Doubling towards elbow, an operator towards short.
If you do slice the pie, you're gonna get spotted out first.
Yeah, pretty much. Jinbung now noted as well. At least no Gravnet to contend with a little bit later on. May's actually not got that operator. Got the Vandal.
Full 40 seconds left to go. Might as well talk things over.
Actually, DFM setting themselves up in a really powerful spot too. Cess one away from Hunter's Fury. Jinbung 2 away from the Annihilation. Killer confirmed here. 20 seconds to go. They can pick up the spike, but yeah.
Can't do that against May.
No, you cannot.
DFM
now on the map. I was thinking to myself before this one started as well, right? When it comes to May, if we even get maybe 60% of what we saw from him on that series against Zeta, maybe DFM will start to look pretty damn good. GN into the mix as well, who is starting to step up in towards this roster.
Oh yes.
19 kills for May. I think it was 19 as well from, maybe it was GN. But here's that timeout that I was just there talking about for Talon before they attempted a bit of a faster paced play and got swatted just like a fly.
Really unfortunate. Along with that swatting or that fast play was the Hunter's Fury that was spent as well, so maybe less tools for the upcoming rounds. Meanwhile, DFM just needs 2 more to push us into the next one, which will be their own map pick.
Yeah, so far I'm not seeing a lot of, you know, why have we gone to Sunset for Talon? Generally, when they come out with new maps, they come out with, you know, a couple of new little looks and pocket strategies and stuff like that, right? Where we see the beginning of this stage, a new look to them against Boom, right? We've got Bind coming into play for them. We've got an ice box that they're looking pretty good on. We've got new roles for the players and a new little identity coming forward. They're coming out with these little unique strategies towards them and doing things to put their players in some great strength positions. Not really seeing that activation at the moment and that setup initiative from them on this map.
Yeah, might make you wonder what Lotus would have looked like, but nonetheless, it's gonna be the upcoming round. May still holding on to that op and might just have spotted out something towards the bottom middle.
Oh, back towards B for Talon for the early beginning. That is just a smacker to come on out from both sides.
And GN's default position on B might give them the sight. Gravnet and everything sent through, but May in as well.
No territory, no rules, unfortunately. Primi popping that Annihilation, getting cut down to size by May.
A relay, just a bit more time and space. Tapping onto the spike, Komodo.
Again, they just need DFM to give them an opportunity.
Oh boy, that's not the opportunity you want. May's too fast, not able to hit him. Oh! He's just lighted up out of nowhere.
What the hell is that?
It looked funny at first.
It looked done. It looked done. That should not be happening.
Yeah.
DFM
May is just jumping around, trying to off-put the aim of his opponent for his team to collect on the kill. That was a Guardian from Dai. I just say he's not really looking to get activated, right? He wasn't operating on the other side. He's not really finding good value here. He just goes around those two last shots, man.
This guy's a rookie. Get out.
Oh, it's not over just yet. We've got to go again, though. 8-11.
นิ่งจัด
Talon in that round. They just hold off DFM, but not cleanly, not a round which Talon had any business in winning, really. That's a bit of a crucial fumble from DFM.
ช็อตนี้แหละ
Granted, Dai still needed to hit the damn
ต้อง
shots.
เปลี่ยนหน่อยแล้ว
Gotta keep your head on your shoulders. Kame's position now noted on the back lines of it. Could be an explosion from Talon coming up.
Oh, Jinbong.
โอ้โอ้โดน
Was an opportunity.
Yeah, really up close with that relay bolt of thighs. Now elbow has been blocked off. You gotta rethink your decisions. Everything's walled.
Yeah, you've baited out the barrier mesh.
Oh.
It's not the worst thing, but
Boy.
Jit Boys again just no life
เชี่ย
in
ไม่ไหวไหม
the round
โอ้
anymore.
โหทำไม
Some
อ่ะ
slight repositions, but look at May as well.
Yeah, I wonder if
มัน
Cruz
ไม่ทีม
just
เข้ามาแบบนั้นปะ
missed the position into that dark
นึกว่า
cover.
ถึงสโมกงี้เหรอ
All across into the
ไม่
map.
ถึงสโมก
DFM have full control while Talon
โดนแน่เลยคิโล
needing
กู
to explore, but there's a sonic sensor. There's
นั่น
Gian with
ไง
the off angle as well.
As I said, he's really starting to impress me at the moment. Now you got a 2 versus 5.
ตาย
No
กูนั่นนี่จัด
sacrificial lamb plays this time.
Just to work alongside
Oh.
back to back. Primi has to
รู้
trade.
แล้ว
Yeah, and
1v4 now though, and he has no idea about May's position.
it's just the time as well, trying to bait out if anybody is close, but does just have to go for the stick for the plant for more time and an opportunity in this round.
Oh my.
เฮ้ย
Just consider that the back might be dirty.
Oi!
Oh, straight up from Boba, way too many targets.
Yeah, he did dink Akame there, but he's just not going to be able to finish that
Dingy.
off and get another option for a fight. So that will be the map point now here found by DFM. And if you have just joined us and haven't spotted it out just yet, this is the map choice of Talon. So getting on the match point of your opponent's
ถ้าแมตช์
map.
นี้ได้เนี่ยนะคือยาวชนะ
Certainly
Pelle.
delighted with the result
โอ้โห
currently.
จังหวะนี้
Meanwhile for Talon,
จะสโมกจะวางเพราะสโมกอะแต่
they've
เข้า
been
ไม่
starting to look a little bit more disconnected with the hits coming through.
ติด
and
วันเวด้วย
DFM just finding that confidence. May watching out for market, repositioning back into B main. Things like that. Op still in his
DFM ว่ะ
hands.
And look at the problem buy to come through from Talon.
เขา
You got a
มา
Bucky, but
ว่ะ
that's going to be an overdrive angle for Dai. You got no shields on one of the players.
Oh, completely halted and stopped as well. It's just Thai who's been let through, but it's a pit in his face. Oh, Jinbong with the Phantom.
Oh, what is this from Cruz?
Oh my
โอ้
god.
โห
Well, he tried, certainly tried. The annihilation just doesn't let it happen.
He's just tried to jump off the cliff there, and he's just fell to his demise.
And now Primi kill as well. Watch out from the back.
สวย
It's an expedition into this pit. And they have dug themselves a bit of a hole.
Yeah, but they still can't get into the site at the moment. Jingle is on the site. I was going to say they're going to have to pit to try and just get on in. Now that he's been pinged and revealed up.
Once more into the breach, my dear friends. You've got the pit up. You've got Jinbong on the other side. Straight into the trenches with the grab net as well. But it's a counter.
Yeah, we'll just
May,
trade him.
He's just happy to hold alongside his teammate now. And Talon has to march through.
เอ้า
Firing off a couple of pot
Oh.
shots and take Jinbong down. Akami fires back. The tracers.
ที่เล่นอะไรกัน
Got
อะ
everything. Plant comes in just in time. Oh, look at me as well. Still annihilation
Ui,
now.
đồn,
Ripped
đồn.
off from the other side, and it connects.
Good value.
มีเอ็มดีครับ
And May clutch this out. The wall comes down
Anthony.
just in time. He kind of knows where Jin Boys is. Goes straight back into high gear to try to afford him some movement. Primi is so low, Komodo.
Oh.
But he looked the wrong way. Primi.
ทีมมีไม่
One
พลาด
shot, one kill.
4
ดูครับ
kills in the round for Primi. Got the annihilation off the plant as well.
One shot,
Good
one kill ครับ
ricochet. Good value considering that there's low HP on the mark as well. Had to come sort of through with the delivery there for the team.
ยิงกันได้ไงวะ
Rough for Akame. You look at the angle. He just
โอ้
wasn't
โห
able to
ไทยปี้
escape
วางเป้า
the
พี่เดาไม่พลาดอันนี้
cocoon circle, whatever we want to call it, the collection dome. We can always spin different words into it. There's a lifeline here given. There's a
รอดได้
close
ไงวะ
win for Talon
ไม่
in
น่า
that
จะชนะ
previous round. They can't
ดูทรง
afford
แล้ว
to
น่าจะ
make
เสีย
any
แบบนี้
mistakes, right? 4 rounds in a row they need to put it into the overtime. They've got 1. 3 to go. no ultimates to rely upon either.
With a couple of round wins, though, might be able to break DFM's bank, maybe. Right now, back into the equation of what is DFM's setup?
Well, if they go in towards B, they're going to have to use Kilo as drone to start to scope things out, because if they walk into Maze crosshairs
Yeah,
free
man,
of
see,
charge,
don't make me
he's going to
okay.
hit that shot. Triple!
โอ้โห
Oh my God,
ได้ตัวเดียว
that
ไอ้เหี้ยนึกว่าอะไรอัพ
If it was, my word. You've
กู
lost
นึกว่าได้
five
3 ตัว
on
แล้ว
two.
เมื่อกี้
That is a big kill. Now the drone.
I just don't understand the reasoning. Going for that dry peek when you know an operator is in play. Got to use the drone, got to refresh the dart, got to off-put some angles with the team
โดน
utility.
นะโดนนะ
Nonetheless, it's going to be elbow now. Jit Boys trying to find the drop on a
ไม่
Akame.
ทิ้งเลยเหรอ
He can keep going here. He can open up the site though. That's the thing.
Oh my god, middle as well. Primi. He is
โอ้ยเห็นเห็นเห็นเห็น
toying with death.
And you can already see that Akame's falling back over towards the spawn side of things at the A side. So with sub 30 seconds to go, Talon are locked in to go to
มาปล่อยเข้าเหรอ
the A side over
อุ้ย
here.
อย่าเมื่อกี้เพิ่งชมว่าพี่ล็อกเป้าเดาไม่พลาด โดนแล้วเรียบร้อย
But now Hunter
สวยครับ
Surge straight
สวย
into
สวย
sight. And then the spike gets planted.
3 vs 3 on this post.
Primi's effect still felt
Oh,
despite time,
Jit
but
Boy.
Main now alongside the rest of the team, so confident, straight in Cruz. He's gonna have to pull out a miracle. The flash, the kill from behind, overdrive,
Oh.
tries to reposition, Killa taking advantage, but he's so darn low again.
และโหล
It's
จัด
Jinbong up for the 1v1 now. To potentially close out the map, where could Killua be?
เฮ้ยเฮ้ย
He taps onto the spike, Killua doesn't budge. Pros do not fake. Certainly in this instance, you have to. The recon as well. The
Killua!
spike is halved. Killua, you're toying with this. Surely you peek,
Oh.
but no! Might not have been heard, and Jinbong just sticks it all the way through. It ends like this.
Yeah, 5HB is just expecting him to go for the fight and not go for the full 7 stick. Unfortunate for Talon.
คือเรา
But
ก็
I've
เข้า
got
ใจ
to
ว่ามัน
say
อาจจะ
here, Quack, for
กดดัน
DFM, some great hope coming in towards this one. They're hitting their shots. They're making some very...
ข้อระดับนี้พี่ไม่พลาดนะครับน้องๆ พลาดไปแล้วหนึ่ง และเป็นแมปที่ตัวเองเลือกเองด้วย และทีนี้ และที่จะไงล่ะตอนเนี้ย แล้วที่นี่สีเฮ็ดจังใด What แอมงง 2-0 เหรอ
really did. They really did. Looking very sharp, this DFM team. You have to say they held their own against this Thai team that is well known for their firepower.
Yeah, on the other hand, I mean, you saw so many rounds where Talon would just drive walking down, trying to catch timings, and they were punished for that on defense. That was Thai's first ever official on Neon. He looked pretty uncomfortable to me, like compared to what we've seen on the Jet and the Rays. I mean, there are certain duelists that do struggle to mix Neon into their game and take a while to actually incorporate that agent, and at least for this Neon debut for Thai, not great actually.
And something I was very impressed with is that, you know, DFM and Zeta, we don't really look at them as teams that can adapt very quickly to like the SCA style, right? But this DFM did, in fact. We're looking at a few rounds right now where they look very much prepared against Talon.
Oh, they had some great structure. I was saying they were punishing aggression, but they also had some fantastic util combos. Here's a dark grab net combo to be able to work that early B main control and just be able to take the space straight away. And then afterwards, I mean, there's another really nice set round towards A where they have this beautiful rush with the combo of both the Neon as well as the Hunter's Fury ults.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks very organized, and I really enjoyed watching how DFM attacked on this map. It felt prepared, it felt planned, and I felt like Talon were not able to find the answers. And then, I mean, the other side of this as well, for the first time, we saw Talon not getting off to those hot starts.
Look at this post plant, by the way. Deadlock, Viper's Fit, you're not getting back in. So if you have some really strong ideas on the attacking side, you can be able to just get on in there and make a difference. I mean, the difference maker for DFM, I'm feeling like in this game, and we were talking about early momentum, is finally Talon lose a pistol that doesn't have an eco follow-up, and then a bonus round win for DFM to follow that up.
Yeah, it was massive. I mean, you could just tell DFM really managing to snowball on that second half. Talon not really having as many opportunities as you'd like for them to get back in it. So, you know, we spoke before this game about how are Talon going to look when they're really tested.
ยิกน้องเลิฟ
because
สวัสดี
so
ครับ
far it's looked so smooth. And this did not look
สวัส
like
ดี
a
ครับ
good
ว่าน้องรัก
response to me.
I agree. I feel like the veto is a bit of overconfidence. How they played on defense, just drive walking a lot of angles and trying to catch timings was a little bit of overconfidence. And DFM really turned up to this game. They honestly look like the better team,
พี่ชักให้ดู
better structure, better firepower.
And not to mention, Kame just had so many amazing rounds. There
Oh,
were like
yeah.
so many multi-kills. We're looking at some of his highlights right now, which is just undeniable.
ไอ้หน้าหล่อนี่มันเป็นใครวะ มันหล่ออยู่
I
นะ
like how DFM constructed their roles compared to Talon, even though it's a mirror comp. So Talon have Cruz playing it, which is, you know, your IGL, and DFM put Akame, which is basically their number 2
จริงๆนะ
guy,
ไอ้หน้าหล่อเนี่ย
duelist.
มันหล่ออยู่นะ
I feel like that adds so much to your Sunset because you have to be so dominant.
นั่งไล่ห่อมากเลย
that
อะ
Omen. There was a big Omen diff here because Akame was prepared to stand his ground and fight when he needed to.
Yeah, we saw him even put up numbers. Like famously, whenever I see a player playing Harbor on Icebox, I'm like,
Akame
"There's
กู
nothing,"
แบบ
and he kills.
เอา
Akame,
จัดแต่วันเนี้ย
very good actually in this controller role.
แต่ละช็อตเหลือจะเชื่อ
Positioning, crosshair placement, and he really understands how to use the smoke cover to be able to actually take favorable duels. So it works for him on
วันนี้มัน
Harbor.
กดแรงโชว์ไหมครับ
For the same reasons here
ไม่
on
แน่ใจครับ
Sunset, he plays the Omen very well actually.
ถ้า
in this
มี
map.
เพื่อนกดก็อาจจะกดอยู่ครับ
You want a fragger on Omen on Sunset. Omens tend to do very well on Sunset just because of how the map is played, and the Omen is given so much trust towards that A site. But yeah, he absolutely dominated it. And of course,
แต่ถ้าไม่มีอ่ะ
How can we not talk
นี่
about
คือ
it?
คำถาม
When we talk about DFM, this is what we were saying
เมวายกู
earlier,
เฮีย
that
25 คิว
May
แต่
definitely
14
is that poster boy for DFM, and it's hard to, you know,
ไม่น่าแม่งคมขนาดนั้นนะ
he keeps consistently putting up those
น่าแบบ
numbers for this team.
Yeah, he hard div Thai in the neon role.
Oh, yeah.
Like honestly, it looked like the
Right.
much better neon, and that was a big difference maker here on Sunset, particularly.
แต่ปาก
He was
ชิมู
able to
จ๊อบเลยอะ
convert op kills. You saw even in one of those highlights, Thai.
เหลือจะเชื่อ
I think you see the top tier neons when they have an op. If they get put into an uncomfortable position, they're going to throw up a fast lane. They're going to delay with a relay ball and try to take a different angle. And Thai just kind of hung around for
แต่
too
กูว่า
long.
ทารอนโดน
Got caught by
2-0 แน่เลย
there. Whereas I think May was actually have
กูหมิ่นไว้ก่อนเลย
impact on the op. You saw him mix up
2-0 ชัวร์
whether he was rifling and even throwing in a couple of good neon ult rounds.
yeah, I mean, May is a superstar. In my mind, he's going to be the face of Valorant, especially Japanese Valorant, for quite a long time, where you can just tell he looks so poised, so comfortable, and even in these tough matchups, he's able to perform at his absolute peak.
Yeah, I absolutely agree in that head-to-head. May, of course, he looks so comfortable. Thai, maybe not as comfortable, but now we're going into Corrode, which we haven't seen from either team. Who is going to look more comfortable, especially since, you know, you look at Talon after that match, even the way they lost, right, with Killua trying to get the timing right, it didn't seem like they were really, really down.
เชี่ยแม่ง
because
พูด
you
กันเยอะ
still
จัง
have
วะ
Killua and he turns to Cruz and he like ha 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 and Cruz is like ah ha 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 ha. So I feel like the vibes are still up for this team.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, they've looked so good before this, so one little blip in the road shouldn't, make you all lose your minds. But as you say, heading into Corrode, we really know nothing about what we're going to see here. I mean, if there's one thing
ลอง
Talon
คิด
are
ดิเป็นดูไหม
famous for,
เพื่อ
it's
ทารอน
not
จะ
being
ช
able
นะ
to try something a little bit different, right? Cooking up a little
มัน
bit
ได้
more.
เหรอวะ
I think we could expect something a little bit
เพราะมัน
weird.
ผิดตั้งแต่ความคิดแล้ว
This is
เอาจริงอะ
DFM's peak. Talon have opted to start out on attack. Does that mean we're going to see
มันได้ดิวะเราจะไปหมิ่นทารอนดิ
They're gonna be, running
คิดแต่กูเพิ่งหมิ่นไปเมื่อกี้นี่มา
But for DFM, they're going to probably feel quite good about starting out on defense. Defensive sided starts on Corrode have felt quite comfortable.
ไม่ได้คือทั้งใจที่ให้ทารอนไปเต็มๆอะ
in this series. So if they've actually
เมื่อกี้
prepped
บอกอะไร
a
วะ
really good Corrode here,
DFM
they
ต้อง
play
0 ทารอน
the
เอาใหม่
same we just saw from them.
ทารอน 2-1 DFM
Then they could honestly 2-0 here.
Yeah, definitely. The momentum is
ชัวร์
on the DFM side.
Yeah, but I will say we saw
ระบบ
this in
นี้
the Zeta game where they
ชัว
were
ร์
able to
พี่ลงไว้ล็อกนี้ละ
and then got absolutely trounced on their advantage. So nothing's for certain.
กูเล่นทารอน 2-1 DFM
When
10
it
บาท
comes to DFM, it's the endurance to be able to last
ตามนี้เลย
all the way until the second map, maybe even the third. We're gonna find out if they can indeed do
มา
that,
ละ
especially since Corrode, hey, respect to DFM for being for picking a very, very brave map indeed, especially against Talon. They're one of the teams which I am most interested to see. Hey,
Okay, DFM.
The melee.
it's a melee.
Oh my God.
It's a melee.
I mean, this is back to the double duelist for DFM. I think they might have assumed they were going to start
Double
attacking,
duelist.
picking Corrode. They are going to be playing the Yoru and the Waylay, so a lot of potential here on defense. Look for
ไม่
both
ไหว
the Waylay and the Yoru to be on those
Waylay
offenses,
วะ
pestering Talon as they work the map.
Yeah, Talon running with that Cypher deadlock. This is a comp we used to see on Ascent a fair amount. Die on that.
และเป็นโคโรด
Court sticking with
แม
that
ป
signature
ของ
deadlock. He's interested to
เม
see the
วาย
attack here.
Oh my
การ
God,
ที่
I
เขา
want
เลือก
to
แผ
see
น
the
นี้
melee
แสดงว่าเขา
work.
ทำแผนมาแล้ว
I want us to work so bad. We're gonna find out indeed if it
ทารอน
does, as
ไป
we
แน่
see
เลยเฮ้ย
to Corrode once again with Quack and
สวัส
Komodo.
ดีครับพี่หยองสวัสดีครับ
Okay, well, I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but certainly
It's,
it is very lovely to see a melee coming in. Big time, never ever change. We love you so much. Yeah, talk to us about this composition, Komodo.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've hit the nail on the head, right?
พี่หยองคนนี้จริงใจเสมอ
Ascent
พี่เล่น
style
ทารอน
play,
2-1 DFM 10 บาท
Cyclock and stuff, but for DFM, I don't know if anyone's gone and watched the Gentlemates versus Team Heretics game over in EMEA. This is what Team Heretics actually ran. So I wonder if they're taking some sort of info.
โอ้เจอหมด โอ้ยังไง
Juicy.
ที่อากาเมะกูเดือดจังวะ
The C's coming in as well. Doesn't quite connect fully onto
What?
anyone. Talon just backing off. The
Oi!
hell out of there.
Ow!
Oh no, Jit Boys.
The melee has found the first casualty, and he's refracting away as well. The hunt is on, though. He is now currently stuck, unless he's got that light speed away.
คืออะไรวะ
Does not saturate instead.
กูเห็นแล้ว
It's a big fight out towards the middle right now.
แล้วก็ปล่อยให้พี่
DFM were happy
โอ้
going for the trades. Oh, Talon though, they hunker down and they're getting their
โอ้โห
kills until the
โอ้
dive goes through. Primi
ยังไง
just holds it down for his team.
Cess in this 1 versus 3.
โอ้โห
Slowly inching
โอ้โห
third. What?
พีคทีละคน
Right off the rip, we get a Red Bull clutch from DFM.
Yeah, the 1 versus 3 to come through from Cess.
พีคทีละคนสเต็ปนี้
Anyways, May with the opener.
มันไม่ลงไปแข่งตัวละครลับที่6ของทารอน
Talon.
ทารอนอะไรวะ ยิงเลิฟมัม
Mid-battle, it was a bit scrappy to come through in the depths of
ยิงเลิฟมัมเลยเหรอ
Nevertheless, it's 20 HP.
โอ้โห
At the
พิมพ์
end,
ตั้งชื่อ
but
กูเลยเหรอ
Cess comes on through. By the way, Cess back on towards this Omen now as well, right?
เหี้ย
So
ค
a
ม
little
จัด
bit of comfortability going back from the
ยิ้ม
initiator role
ยิ้ม
to
คุยอะไรวะไอ้สัตว์
smoking the controller role
แม่ง
that he's, kind of played a lot of previously as well.
พังหมดแล้วระบบพิซซ่าร้อย
Force up from Talon.
Looking to explode into the site. The smokes have
มัน
come
เกิน
up.
ไปว่ะว่า
It's also a bit of a trade of utility. Thigh. Ooh. Gate crashes in, looking to take space towards elbow.
Yeah, I think they got to go for a little bit more.
ดูกูดูว่า
so they
ดั
gotta
กอยู่
go for
ยังไง
final will.
ยัดก่อน
Straight up
ยัด
front,
ตัวไหม
a full
โอ้โหมา
able to withstand.
โอ้โอ้โอ้ไงดี
End, though, just
โอ้อุ้ยได้สองเฮีย
double. Jinbu with some
มันเกินไปปะวะ
support, too. Now you gotta worry about
เฮ้ย
Link.
ยังไง
And pretty much everyone from Talon are dug deep
Oh.
into this position. Premi taken out. Cruz not too bad, being able
กลับ
to
มาตัวนี้นี่เอง
mark down the refract. Oh, he's got a wall dive.
เฮ้ย
but
มันไม่ทะลุไม่รู้
it's
พี่ทีม
penetrate the wall.
โอ้ย
Oh, Akame just
พี่ทีม
to mark the angle. It's decent damage and the spike down, but still the round for DFM.
gotta say, I haven't seen
มันทะลุเหรอวะมุมเนี้ย
just like that yet.
มันต้องเป็น Vandal ไหมอะ
It's only with the high penetration guns, so the Vandal, the
อาจ
Sheriff,
จะต้องเป็นโอ
and
ดิน
the Operator will have to
หรือ
wait and see
Vandal
if that actually finds a
นี่มันได้ไง
kill or
โอ้โห
something like that later on.
มันเอาไปสองตัว
In this round for DFM, right? When you consider they drop the opening kill, they drop
แล้ว
the
จังหวะนี้พิมพ์ไม่ได้เลย
essentially. And then May is able to deliver on this waylay. We'll get into another force-up sting around for Talon.
Okay.
Just hide their name and call them G2. See if it'll give them some good punishment here.
ไอ้เหี้ยใส่ไปแล้วต้องจบที่มวยไทยวะกูว่า
Scoreline has me worried though. Here comes.
Oh,เอาบ้างสูตร
Everyone from Talon now prepared for
เฮ้ย
main
อ้าวเรียบร้อยโอ้โห
Recon on the clone.
โอ้โห
Love to see it.
ฉลาดจัด
Forwards Talon a kill. Traded though. Now DFM
Oh,
reeling from the
my
wash. But what is that?
อะไร
shot?
วะพี่ทีมเย็นๆดี
3 versus 3 now with the plant going down. Is Primi the one
คือรีบเกินไปหรือเปล่า
online? He is indeed. So this is where things can get a bit interesting. And it's going to be a spawn play to come through for all of the DFM members.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Thai, especially right now. Very aware of the spawn plays coming through. Some support from his team, but he
โอ้
gets the kill.
รู้เรื่อง
Cannibal
ยังไง
takes
รู้เรื่อง
out.
กลับ
Just
เล่นด้วยกันครับ
ever so slightly.
เอ้า
wallbang from
อะไรอ่ะ
though.
ไอ้ที่นี่วอลแฮก
And Pacific here, ladies and gents, and now Primi alongside Jit Boys trying to play around the positions.
มาดิ
Rips it off, and they are very aware.
คิด
they
มึง
will
ไหว
put
ปะวะ
the round on the board.
Yeah, Talon with the force up there, getting in towards the site. Love the ideas from both sides of the equation, actually. May trying to get on.
ปืนไม่ฟูแต่ก็ยังได้อยู่นะครับ
Saturate deep, you try to get over, you try to push. But it is spotted out earlier on, and
เขา
then
ทำอะไร
you just
เมื่อ
put
กี้
your recon dart on the back of your
คือโดนบายด้วยเหรอ
fake out and see what it can spot on through. You could even
เนี่ย
spot the idea.
ให้อะไรอ่ะ
Didn't want to shoot
กระโดด
the
หัวเมื่อกี้เหรอ
revealed by the recon, so you're forced to deal with the aftermath there.
เมื่อกี้ว่าอะไรนะ
And round number 4 is not going to be a
เอาแมป3ไปอีกทีดีวะอย่างงี้เหรอ
DFM. Talon have kept their credits in check nicely.
เฮ้ยถ้าเราได้โคลอดนี่คือเราชนะนะ เพราะว่า
Maybe what Akame is going to be able to
แมปต่อไปเป็นไอซ์บ็อก
Assassin May with these
และถ้า
buckets.
รอนยังเก่งไอซ์บ็อกเพราะในพี่ยิกย้ายผมจะนอนพี่อ้าวไอสัตว์พี่ที่กูอีก
Prowlers to check towards middle as well.
มึงไม่เอายายมึง
Meanwhile,
ออกไปนอนนอกบ้าน
for
นะ
Talon.
เมื่อก็ลากคอมมึงออกมานอกบ้าน
You got a gate crash from Akame to come over towards this side as well, but with the dimensional drift going on in his position, it should be noted after you scope out the site. See if the pathing of Thai is
อ้าวเฮียสี่โดนอะไรวะ
way.
โอ้
It's
โห
looking
หาย
to not be the case, and
คม
it
จัด
hurts for Killer, doesn't it?
Yeah, not at all. Allows for
Oh,
Akame to continue playing around the
Jit.
position as well. Look at the C's going through too.
เชกลับมาได้อยู่
Support coming out from the rest of DFM.
This convergent pass here
Oh,
for
3
May
ต่อ
too
3
might actually be quite valuable to use
ยัง
here.
ไง
Yeah, coming out from the back as
อ๋อ
well.
ยังไง
Which is a position that Talon might not anticipate.
You can get all of side and elbow.
ยูนิต2
And that's pretty much what it's gonna be. Ooh, Talon.
โอ้โห
Spotlight planted, so they. Well, I don't think they can really run all across at this point.
Oh,
May
Bimmy.
just happily taking the kill.
Oh.
Refracting away. Cess now in with a bucky.
But it's Cruz, 30 seconds. Put them running shoes on. Get towards the B site. Plant to where you want.
ไปแล้ว
And pick up your ultimate as well. So he's got a
Cruz.
couple of options that he can play with around this B site now. There's the paranoia, the dark
ที่มันคมยังวะ
cover, the shrouded step 2. But where does he want to play? Does he want to go for this plant and go back to heaven with that cheeky wallbang or not? May is already here.
Yeah, the shorter rotation through middle.
เรียบร้อย
Anticipated, unfortunately not quite, and that will be another round up for DFM.
Yeah, good awareness from May actually. Leave his teammates on the A site. Book a rotate over towards B, just in case the idea from Cruz was to go there. And just catching him with the relocation towards the tower. Nice ideas to come on through.
ขอตึงๆหน่อยดิบ้าทารอน
DFM as well, right? It could have got a little bit risky. Could have been a little bit problematic with that fight into mid. Had Jit Boys found some kills and damage and not drop the ball. Really? That's a thrifty to come on through.
ปง
It is what it is.
ยิงไม่โดนเลยจังหวะนี้มันเด้งหัวไปทีง
Because of that exchange. Certainly leaves you thinking, but it's up to Talon to really.
Thai was still just unmovable there. Hindered and can't get away when you got
Nice.
a bucket against you. Not much
Nice.
to do, unfortunately. Now it resets the situation for Talon.
The slight eco as well.
อีโคมาอย่างงี้
Operator out for Akame.
เมตาเชอร์ลิฟซีก็บอก เช็คไหม
GN spots out by the camera.
นี่
It's
Chuang.
Boys who actually
Gap,
take the door
gap,
head
gap.
on.
Yeah, forces out the TP as well, so now the B site is open for opportunities here for Talon.
เอา
Quick with the flash as well.
Oh, where is Cruz repositioning to? A little bit deeper through the halls. You've got the hat being ripped off as well, so it's all the information now for Talon on where DFM are.
รู้นะรู้นะ
Fall coming out from Jinbum too might have slowed
Yang
things
ไง
down a bit. Meanwhile,
Oh.
you also have Cess trying to set up the flank main.
โอ้ย
Already
โอ้
on site
ติด
with
มี
it. Primi will
Luna.
find that trade to prevent things from coming online for DFM. You got to just watch out for Link right now. Guns maybe not
Oi.
fully supporting it, but Crew's still making them ring. Akame though, Cess being able to
เฮ้ยไม่เห็นเหรอ
up from behind, gets the first one, spots out another. No wall bangs yet, but it's a lot of pressure for dear old
Oh,
Cruz.
Cess,
Can
come
he
on.
really shoot his way out of this position? Picks up the Vandal from the ground. Another
Oh.
and it's Cess who finds the click necessary. DFM
เอ็มยิงไม่โดนกันหมดแล้ว
Oh, the little jittery aim to come through is reared its head there, but he is still snappy with it. Gets the job done in the end. It was very low HP for anyone that felt like it was picking up the operator.
จริงๆต้องส่ง
Trying to
กูไปแล้ว
out there for DFM.
เอากูไปแทงใครก็ได้
Job done.
กำลังเข้ามือกูเลยเนี่ย
Not really the weapon that is doing a lot of things, bar that one. Kills
แย่
just
กับเมย์ก็
there.
คม เมวายก็คม
Either way, I feel
ซี
like
ก็คม
close little right click at the end there from Cess to get the job done. 4-1.
เฮียไฟพาวเวอร์แม่ง
DFM.
อัพแล้วอะ
Starting to wonder, where's the timeout
แล้วเหมือนทำแผนมาดีด้วย
on this attacking
แล้วแมป
side?
ที่เราเลือก
Drop
เสือก
this
แพ้ไปแล้ว
round, surely. That's when you would
ทำไม
expect
เราไม่เลือก
Frost
ไอ
to be
ซ์บ็อก
deploying.
วะด่านแรกไม่ก็เฮเว่น
Almost necessary.
Đưa đồn bèn mà cũng mê đủ lắm.
Jinbum fires all the way across middle.
Just gotta be careful you don't get pre-fired back through. Still that operator in play for Akame as well, and with the dimensional drift online, it can be used in a good old
ไม่มี
retake.
ทรงเลยพี่ยิกต้องถึงมือพี่แล้วจริง
Contact as well currently for GN over to
ถ้าให้พี่นะ ไปเนี่ยนะ
Well, he might need to get out of dodge.
พี่แบบ
There it
ๆ โป๊ะ
is.
โป๊ะอย่างนี้เลยอะ
Quick with the snake bite. Or just
คือไม่มีมา
out.
สนงสแนปไม่มีพี่พีกมาพี่ใส่เลย
If he does his best buzz impression.
Oh, look at Jinbum.
ไม่เป็นหน้ามันเด็กจังวะ
Pointer is set up.
ชื่ออะไรวะเนี่ยไอเจน
Positions for
ไอเจน
DFM
เฮีย
here, don't get me wrong.
ดูชื่อ
Still
แบบ
look to meander around middle.
ชื่อเจนนะ
Mesa with the saturate as well. So we use
อยู่ใน
that
สโมก
quite
ล็อกไว้ล็อกไว้ล็อกไว้
Go for the frags
อย่าให้พลาด
where required.
ล็อกไว้คนละทาง
At least now from Talon does
เรียบร้อย
make you
สวยสวยสวยสวย
a
กลับ
little
มา
bit
กลับ
more
มา
comfortable. Spots out Cess.
เล่นด้วยกันเล่นด้วยกันก่อนเล่นด้วยกันก่อน
Early things for DFM to work
Kid
towards
boy
on
บอก
this
B
map as
B
well,
B
what angles that you can get seen and not see your
ไม่มี
opponents
ไอ้
back
เจน
in.
นี่วะ
Now it's the regrouping.
ภาวนาให้มันยิงพลาดถ้าส่งของดีๆหน่อย
is backing up GN.
โอ้โหยังไงโอ้โหโอ้โห
Oh, GN
อะไร
got a
อ่ะ
shot. And then the snake bite to kind of change up their route into it. GN still playing in around his screen. A second kill has been picked up. And no spike plants afforded for Talon even.
Oh.
May diving into the action. Killa only able to find one, but then traded off. And down to just Thai, who's unable to pick up any fights. DFM, another round on the board.
Yeah, just holding down a lot of
ทรง
different
มันหายไปแล้วอ่ะดิ
well, everybody just rapid
ไอที่ดูอยู่เนี่ย
placement around to try and hit the shots. That's a 5 versus 4 conversion rate. Not
โอ้โห
golden.
มันเห็นแบบหนึ่งมันเห็นปืนกระบอกปืนพวกมันหน่อยเดียวอะ
Trying to throw in around the side as well. GN, I really want to highlight
ล็อกไม่ถูกก็ยืนสโลงเลยอะ
positioning around the side, and the timing of his toxic screen as well.
ไอที่นี่แม่งหน้าเด็กจัดอะ
Paramount to the success for DFM in
แกว่ากู
the
อีก
round.
มั้งแต่กูหน้าแกว่ามัน
The eco to come through from Talon. No call for some coach intervention.
Surprisingly not yet. Some grab net lineups coming through in towards short though, but
ไปมีเข้าหัวอีกปะอีกตัวไป
see how DFM receives them.
เฮียสแปมแม่นเหลือเกิน
Fake one
อ่ะ
out.
ยังไงไงแล้ว
And then you got the Odin from Jinbum. Supported by May as
กลับไปแล้วกลับ
well.
ไปแล้ว
I like it. Playing
อันตราย
plays, playing to the
เอ้ยพิม
strengths
มี่กูตายแล้วไหนอ่ะแล้ว
of the team and a unit.
เอาแล้วกู
What
ตาย
we're
โอ้โห
seeing from DFM be a very stark difference to the DFM of old.
Hence the pick onto Corrode. Those spams definitely push Talon into this B site now. Whether or not they can get a strong round is another thing. No spike plant afforded either. GN up from the top of heaven. Killua might have dug himself in towards elbow, but let's see if he can get a couple more shots. One is good, but not the other. May
He's feeling
prevents
it.
it from happening.
He's feeling
มึงเล่นละมั้งเกมยิงไอ้เหี้ยนี่เลยมึงเอากำแพงใหญ่ๆเขาสูงมาตั้งกั้นไว้คนละฝั่ง แล้วก็สเปรย์ทะลุกำแพงแข่งกัน ใครตายก็คนนั้นทีมนั้นแพ้ ยี่สุดแล้วจะเก่งกันเหลือเกิน
DFM are going to be able to run away with, 9 to 3s. We've seen comebacks into overtimes and close scorelines. Start to mount the comebacks. But yes, there is that timeout that
ว่าทารอนโดน 2-0 นะทรงนี้
begging Frost to do because currently Talon are not really getting into the side.
คือทรงนี้โดน 2-0 แน่นอน
Not really at all. They've been
ถ้ายัง
every step of the
ถ้า
way.
ไอ้ที่แม่งยัง
Rounds from
สเปรย์ได้โหดขนาดนี้
force buys, then all of a sudden you have the operator coming out. Now the Odin is in action. Find some solutions to those things.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it is just a different look as well to how the other teams in our region have been playing this map too, right? When you consider just what we saw a little bit earlier on Karo between Global Esports and Gen G, right? GE coming out with double duelist composition as well, but different duelists, Raze and ISO.
นี่โคดีบอกโอ้ยมันทำอะไรพวกนายแม่งสุดยอด เก่งมากการทรงของทุกอย่างทำนี่หัวเราะไปที คือถ้าจะโหดขนาดนี้
rotations too. A little bit more standard comps, coming out from the likes of your Gen G and also on your Talon here. Really to no avail at the moment from Talon. This is why I'm kind of highlighting that going over to the defensive side for them is probably going to be where they need to do the heavy lifting, which is why I'm opting to start on the attack here as Talon might get the better of them.
Wow.
โดนอีก
Just after the
Knee.
time, converted pass May straight
เอาไม่ทุกอย่างเลยดิ
action, refracts off and finds information for his team.
The fact that he can just do that so quickly as well, by the way,
Oh.
just get out of there immediately with
Yep.
no real punishment. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for Thai.
Yeah, slight bait and switch setup. Well, it still is a loss with Cess, but now you got Jin to back things up. Marking down the middle, they spot out the rotations.
Yeah, DFM, they're giving a little opportunity to Talon here. Try and equalize to a 3 versus 3.
โอ้โหที่จินบุกแม่งถือไอ้นี่ไม่พักเลยดิโอดินนะ
Marching into A side as well. Way too low at this point.
มันก็กลัวเหมือนกันมันสแปมไปอะ
Alley up by middle is going to be a contention
โอ้โห
point.
Premium of 2 HP, 31 for Jit Boys.
เฮียมึงเล่นอะไรวะ
The correct line at Link, gun barrel, doubled. Don't need to ult there. You know they're low.
Just reholds the angle as well.
Yeah, it's just a powerful position at the moment.
โอ้โหยังไง
Okay,
ยังไง
now he's gone. Talon trying to work with what they know. Jinbung though. Oh, the annihilation. He swings for it. Still gets the kill, but Permi's
เดี๋ยววิ่งเลย
way too low. Can he really salvage this round?
Well, he's going to
Lead
do
the
it in a little bit of an unorthodox scenario.
อยู่มิดตัวหนึ่งอยู่เอตัวหนึ่ง
Wrap around to the A site where May is still there.
ต้องวิ่งแล้ว
You
พี่
have
มี่
to start to run, mate. And you're just going to be heard by May. And who's been fragging in the server today?
Oh,
ไม่ทัน
around the corner.
Oh.
It's gonna be May.
Of
The
course,
melee.
no way that May is dropping.
หลอก
that
ที
one.
แล้วพีไปยิงเงี้ยไม่ได้เหรอ
For the timeout, not
เอาเหี้ย
going Talon's way. That was your big
เก็บโอพีไม่ทันด้วย
wraparound coming into play as well. Great play of the beginning as well. Convergent paths in, going together. Cess, he gets traded out at the end, but then you're really just holding on top of things, aren't you? It feels like the cocoon comes out. Yeah, it catches one, but it's just so little time for Talon to be able to come back in towards that round.
ยากเหรอวะ
7 to 1 in favor of DFM.
แต่มันมี
They
แมป
lead
กัน
the half no matter what.
แบบนี้มันแมปกัน กูขอ39พอ เอาอีกแล้วเอาอีกแล้ว
Protocol
Oh.
as well. May's just so comfortable and confident for the duels. Cruz
โอ้
then a
แฟด
spots it
โอ้
out.
หายหมด
Side sets up and he's looking for more. Gate crashes away.
Damage is done.
Hey,
Already 4 versus 2. You've expunged a lot of Talon's utility here. And just their positions as well. Viper's Pit was technically utilized by GN over towards the B side, but they know where the remaining 2 Talon members are. And in a 4 versus 2, you kind of don't want to hang around with that pit. So just come to the team. It's A-okay. Your pop play towards the A site. Work the treat yet again.
And it's a terrible, I have to admit, terrible situation for Talon to be in. Every step of the way, they're getting pushed off because of this, well, aforementioned melee. 2 players left, and they're trying to break past whatever is
Inbound.
possible. Thai alongside Killua. They've got the clone. They've got the angles.
Oh!
Decent kills found. Jinboom traded right off. Suddenly, it's a 1-on-1.
It was a 2 versus 4 as well, so this is where it might be a bit of an overplay from the DFM guys. Now Cess back onto the comfort roll. What can you do?
คือเราไม่รู้
Smokes and flashes at the ready. Thai has his gate crash.
ตายไม่รู้
Into a really safe corner as well,
ถ้า
Komodo.
มาซ้ายทำไงอ่ะ
Oh, he's looking at the right one now.
เราก็ทางไว้
Can
Tay
he
ngay.
gate crash fast
โอ้ ดีมาก ตาย
Right clicks, left clicks, and gets the kill for Talon.
Oh, that's a bit of a fumble to come through from DFM. In the whole kerfuffle, I was thinking to myself,
hang on,
the
Bobby.
way that Talon get back into this is if there is a mistake from DFM. And they're in
ส่งของดีจัด
looking for the crossfires, but the angles just held. Right? You got Thai creeping on up, watching the right angle. The fact that he
ได้
manages to
แล้ว
fight
เปิดเลย
through. There's just no spot plays to come through from
เราเห็น
DFM
ก่อน
there. They kind of
นั่งด้วย
have to
เฮีย
know the angles, but we've already seen a little
ดี
bit
นะ
of
เฮีย
openness
รีเฟก
from
ดีอ่ะ
DFM when they think they're safe in an
ได้
angle
กูสอน
hold.
แล้วเมื่อกี้
Cess earlier on in towards mid. Thought that he was holding an angle that he wouldn't get scoped out, and he was. Ouch.
Now Talon are prepared.
ทำไมหน้ากูในกล้องมันเฮี้ยวะ
Yeah, maybe this is the way for Talon to get back in towards this map and make it
ทำไม
a
เสียอันติเลยเหรอ
5-7. Even a
เสียอันติ
4-8. Maybe you're
ได้
all
เม
right.
วายเหรอ
Again, you did start on
ไม่
the
ดูเลย
attacking
เฮีย
side. You
มันแต่โม
chose that.
2 สุดแล้วอีกเอ้ยได้อยู่เย็น
Shipping as well.
Different spot for GN. Unexpected. If he puts up that toxic screen again, you'd think it might be a little bit safe.
Yeah, Kami too with this possible gate crash angle. Opts for the dimensional drift instead to scout out for info.
ๆโอเคกลับเลย
Here's
Hey!
GN, the timing.
โอ้โห
That is
timing.
horrendous, isn't it? Now you get the neural theft in. All the
โอ้โห
information that you want for Talon.
ย้ายเลยทีเดียวเชียว
The quick omen TP on
ย้ายเลย
plant. Might have to watch out for middle if you are some of the other Talon players. But
โอ้
you're
โห
comfortable
เสื
for
อก
this.
อยากวัด
Takes
เสือก
down
อยากวัด
It's a bit
แล้ว
of
กู
a
บอกเลย
strength
แมปนี้
for Kami as well.
แมปลับนะครับ
And Primi, well no, Killua is aware of all of it.
Yeah, just gonna save. Kind of not having a retake here on a 2 versus 5, unfortunately,
Save.
for DFM. So well done to Talon.
ล่าเลยอย่างงี้ล่าเลย
Into the mix, a bit of ill timing as well for the likes of GN. For May, getting a little bit hungry at the very beginning. These aggressive plays on this defensive side, we're seeing a lot of teams go for them.
ล็อกเลย
Why I was wondering, where were those plays in the
โยรู้มีสิทธิ์โดน อุ้ย โอ้โห ยิงไม่ตาย รู้แล้วว่าเซฟ
It's a bit of an unfortunate leg.
Wait. Gonna go re-challenge, take that off of his hands. But it's not gonna happen. The Talon, slowly but surely, looking for their way forward back into this map.
จิตบอยไม่
And
กล้า
there
พี
were 3. Doubling down.
เฮ้ย ถ้าได้3มาโอเคละ
Guns here.
เฮ้ย ฮะ
Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, okay, he saw him just before the smoke blew.
โอเค โอเค
Still, ridiculous. I thought it was the other way. I thought he looked to the top and flicked back down. Gorgeous one tap though.
พี่มี่เอ็มแม่ง
Guns plentiful for DFM. Back at it again. See what the Odin and the operator may very well be able to find here. Being a little bit more passive towards the A extremity and B even more so for Cess there.
Talon to once again play to their
ยัง
look out for any potential
พี่
DFM
ทีมบอกกลับมาก่อน เย็นๆน้อง เข้าตี A ดีกว่า พี่ว่า A น้อย
No ultimates to play on the back of, no
ยินวาร์ปกลับเลย
utility and
รู้ตัวว่าต้องโดน
towards mid. Zakama is just going to get out of dodge.
Shin. Oh, not really spotted out by the
โอ้แต่กู
drone.
ว่ารับแม่งรับก็ยากว่ะ
Yeah, a different look as well. when
พวก
we've
ยี่
got
แม่ง
May
มี
on
แผ
the
น
operator
เล่น
now.
ดีแน่เลย
Moving this around just a little bit.
กับโดนในจินบุง
Making his
ที่ที่
presence
โอดิน
known.
แม่งสแปมแม่นทิพายเลย
Does still have the seize.
Got a nightfall here if you do need to. If they start to flood in towards the site, drop that one down. Important duel here for GN.
นั่น
Wins that one convincingly. 30 seconds to go. This is where Talon are going to start to go towards the A side.
อย่าทีละคนก็พอ
Full early to confirm
Nan.
information over towards B if possible, but GN's just dropped the spike.
Talon's quite aware. Unfortunately, though, not quite sure if they're able to
Ow.
pass these obstacles. The Odin prevents it from happening. Thigh now trying to push on through from Link. Jit Boys breaks forward. Sesh is gone and ripped off.
This could very well be
Bin
another hold attempt from Talon here. 2 versus 3. Workable scenario. No big revealing information for DFM.
จัวขัดได้ดิขัดได้ไป เฮ้ย จิตกลับมาก่อนจิต
Possible wall bang
วย
quite marking out the back of elbow thigh. Will steal away a singular kill for now, Jit Boys.
จิตสวย
At the right time.
สวย
Swings, unfortunately, into thighs, crosshairs. Talon, they scrounge up together another round.
ดีเลยที่เมื่อกี้กูเล็กจิตกลับมาเฮียไม่งั้นน่าจะเดินไปเอละ
Just trying to shroud a step away in the middle of the open.
เฮียจิตเดินเช็ดอย่างนี้เลย
That moment right there, that was a 5 versus 2.
ต้องละเอียดถูกต้องอะนี่
And Dai have come back
ทำมิ่ง
from
ถ่ายไม่โคตรดีเลย
a 5 versus 2 scenario there to try and bring this map
ไปดูครับ
5 to 7 half.
ถึงจะมีพลาดไปบ้างแต่เรา
Double operator
เรา
set up to
กันได้ดี
begin. We're gonna hold off
4 เหรอเอา5ไป
overzealous aggression
เอา
from
5
DFM
มี
on the
สิทธิ์ลุ้นเลย
B side. I mean, we can see it over at the B side of the map, but that's
เมื่อกี้ขอแค่3ให้4แล้ว
the ops are.
Oh my god.
แต่มาข่าวไม่เจอยังไง
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be
Neng,
aware
dua,
of this
satu.
one here.
แล้วมึงเปลี่ยนกล้องทำไมอะ
Heavy refract. Jit Boys
Oh, the
in
reveal.
position, but yeah, straight
เรียบร้อย
sight. Jit Boys
สวย
Jian
เทดี
not quite able to fend off the incoming advances. Killer for the trade.
นี่
Everything set up
หามุม
now,
ใหม่
especially with the sonic
3
sensor.
ต่อ 3 เหรอ
Yeah, Jian's
ขอ
gotta
5ไป
get up,
ระดับพิมพ์
or rather watch from the grave now.
พิมพ์รีพาย
Where he hasn't even assessed with the paranoia with the smoke available. May locked out from the util.
Sonic sensor. There we go. They got a grab net ready for Kirby as well. Haunts and everything, but it continues to
Doing what?
stall and delay DFM's retake. Kirby then holds
2
the angle in for the double annihilation.
เรียบร้อยไม่พลาด
Around the first half, and Talon have completely halted DFM.
Yeah, getting into these post plans now for Talon is pretty strong for these last
เวลิ
couple
กูดครับ
of rounds here.
เอาไป 5 ขอแค่ 3 ให้ 5 นะครับ
There was just
ทำดีแล้ว
extra communications to come through from the coaches to give
ต่อ
them
ไป
some
ด้านลับ
assurance in how
แต่กูว่าแม่งทำแผน
those
มาดี
retakes may be looking for DFM, where they might have found a couple of weaknesses. You disregard the round directly after the timeout. Looks like some better awareness and allocations to come out from the likes of the Talon members there.
All them keeping their vibes up as well.
ดึงไว้ไฮป์หน่อย
Has slipped through their fingers now.
ทำเอาเดี๋ยวมาแป๊บ
What was at one point in time a 7-1, right? You look at what that could have blossomed towards. I mean, you know, 9-3, 10-2, these sort of things could have been devastating for Talon. But 7-5?
You take those.
I think you absolutely take that.
Super happy about it. Bit of a halftime discussion before diving right back into the fray. Talon then back onto defense. That's where you start to see or wonder how that double duelist will look on attack.
Yeah, really going to have to see some great just coordination from DFM here. How they're going to prop May up to be able to get in and frag. What utility they're going to use on the back of that as well. You know, is Akame playing more second entry on the back of these flashes and fake outs as well to just off-put the positions of the Talon members. I think for Jinbung, back on towards the fade, it's been a hot minute, right? So we're seeing what he's going to be able to sniff on out. Jian, just keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, that is a valid point. I love when Nass was calling that out to the rest of the team, keeping those spirits up. Map's not done. DFM are back into on the attack now.
Talon was sitting in first place on the pistols earlier on. Now they've dropped to second. Ooh, with dropping the pistol on this series.
Good eye.
อุ้ยดันมิดเลยเหรอ
Here we go,
อุ้ย
quick in towards Lee.
โอ้เห็นละ 2 ตัว
There, couldn't confirm
2
kill.
ตัวนี้
Sonic sensor reset up as well. Killa then taking these shots through the
คิดแล้วกู
smoke.
แปมเข้าเหมือนกันละ
My God.
จังหวะนี้นะเห็น
Maybe another potential opportunity.
มองดันมิดนะมาเล่นมิดนะ
Still trying to reaggress. Prowler through from Link. Killa very rare.
Yeah, but you're going in towards a site setup of Jit Boys currently. He's going to be able to hold it strong. They're aware of the
Debut.
Kame.
Okay, slight
นับ
checks.
เลย
Kami making sure to back off. Sight not fully committed just yet, Jit Boys. Able to play around elbow as well as Heaven.
They have lost Cess, mind
รู้
you.
แล้วว่าน่าจะ
And their
ตี
top
เข้า
two
แล้ว
screens
เข้า
over
ไม่
on the
ได้
other
แล้ว
side of the map, so there's not a lot of protective cover around the site itself.
Okay, trip set off. They know that someone is definitely on the other side, and they're thinking to push into it. Jit
สวย
Boys holds the angle, 1 kill, thigh to support, and all of a sudden Jinbuk has to back off.
สวย
Got the spike, buddy.
Do they even want to pivot to A? 30 seconds, run away?
I don't know. Certainly running out of time for anything. And Nakami's just there to unfortunately become a target for Primi. Does find a kill at least though, but now it's down to Jinbung, who only has the classic. 15 seconds left. Goes for the reload. And he really has to just stick it in. Talon takes a bit of initiative to play around the movement, dives onto it, but Jinbung just plays around the corner. 2 kills! 3 in the round, and DFM have taken both pistols.
Need to see the shots come through from his POV there. I think the Ghost instead of the Classic, the right pickup. Opening engagement, just a wayward shot through the dark cover. Cess, it happens, it does. But you got to respect the idea for DFM. They had to go for some control and losing their smokes. Tower, very vulnerable, so going for holes not bad. Great first bullet to come out from Jinbung there for the final frag of the round. The pistol, as you mentioned it here, Quack, collected again for DFM. And unfortunately for the Thai squad, no stingers to be seen this time around. Ooh.
Yeah, trying to hop away into safety, away from that grab net.
Yeah, the grab net going to be employed. Similar sort of vibes towards the saturate.
Oh, and some pushes out, checked out by Jinbung as well.
Very interesting, by the way, that we've got a fade on the lurk. Jinbung switching up roles from the Senti. Still employing the same idea. But now the rest of the team will collect together. Jinbung, second bite of the cherry. Easy as you love. Now DFM should just waltz in towards the B site. Plant. Maybe on Jinbung. He's, 2 away from the ult. Could have got it if they gave the ulti orb to him instead of May, but it doesn't really matter.
Got the plant in, closer to nightfall now at least.
He's got a stinger, so just go hunt.
Yeah, DFM very cognizant to mark out the flanks.
Because you think about this map as well, right? You think about the attacking side. Nightfall for a assault on towards one of these sites can be extremely valuable. So I wouldn't be surprised next round, Quack, if we do get some orb engagement again.
Yeah, especially at this point, DFM's scoreline as well, getting very close to those coveted double digits. Talon though, oh my.
Yeah, they did pick up the bonus round in the first half, so let's give them benefit of the doubt, right? They get their rifles in their possession now. Jinbung, he wants them before they go up with the spike. Oh, denied. Rifles will be in the possession of Talon now, though, and they did pick up the bonus is what I was talking about. So we'll give them benefit, right? They should be collecting upon this round, but a couple of light shields in the mix already, just noting there before these replays, means that the Outlaw can have some good value here for DFM.
แต่คิดหลอกเดินมาเช็ค
Potential damage, or if not, just sniper overwatch to allow for the alt orbs to get collected upon. But Talon,
yeah, they're contemplating, will it be here, will it not, will they be retaining it? I wouldn't be surprised if Cruz and Prim do not go for any first point of contacts, and it's actually just going to be Primi now. But I was talking about the orb gathering just before, right? This is just B main control for DFM, picking it up, going in towards this B site maybe.
yeah, just quick on the go. May doing some early scouting, if anything, or at least forcing out the utility to be spent. Jin Boys alongside Thai to hold out towards back. Killua coming in with a singular kill. Maybe a second as well. Jinbung not swinging one,
Jin
another
Boy.
Jin Boys, another one. Oh,
โอ้
completely stops everything. Just
จะได้ก็ได้ง่ายๆแบบนี้เลย
top kills.
กูเหลือจะเชื่อ
DFM a little bit too hasty there, getting in towards the site, but overlooking a couple of crucial angles, and Talon are just hitting the shots. It was all individual fights that Killua has managed to find. Cess looking the wrong way. No shots coming out from Jinbung there. Rest of the team not over-peaking too hard. I mean, when you've got strength in numbers there already for Talon,
กูว่าทำไมไม่โดน
that's
ยิง
a pretty easy pick-up of the bonus. I'm maybe just a little bit surprised that DFM did not to take it more slowly and pick up the nightfall and go on the back of that. But hey, they had an option for a game plan. You got to respect that they at least tried to do that. Now Cruz has already been spotted out towards the AL boat. He'll have to hope his teammates can bring some assistance.
Right around a corner. Still got to watch out for middle as DFM rear their heads back in.
And Maze used all of the utility, by the way.
Wow. Now just a regular agent in the fray. Killua taking the first contact against Jinbung too. That's the spike down.
How do you wrestle back in towards this one now? No TPs available for a Kame anymore. Just the one blind
เล่น
side
ยากเลย
fake out. You've got
สไปค์อยู่นี่ bro
no recon because Jinbung's gone.
กามิโอ้โหตรงนี้น่ากลัวมีโอ้โหตรงนี้ก็น่ากลัว
Yeah, Spike has just been
DA เหรอ
safety netted in mid by Talent.
โอเมนไม่มีนี่
Your only option is to break through a link, but then you gotta make it past this choke point first and
จะ
foremost.
ขอส่องตรงนี้
I'm
Thổi.
pretty sure this round is done.
Yep, Thai watching the angle. Cruz as well just sent out the flash. Now looking to peek together as a squad. Got a decent flash coming out from the teammate.
ใช่
Secondary
Emma
kill
Lou.
found. Now just Jin.
อืมใช่
Closest to the
Jen Lou.
spike. Gets the kill down middle. Oh, but hit by the grab net. Hop, hop, hop. Maybe able to...
There's just no time, Quack.
Yeah.
There's just no time. You're not getting the spike. You're not
no
killing
time no
three.
time เซฟดีกว่า bro
10 seconds left.
Round is done. So Talent
off.
will pick up number 7, make things so closer.
ได้ด้วย
No.
He's not bad. You'll take that as a little
Consolation.
consolation prize. Yeah. Bit of a discussion, I feel like, for DFM though. If not, the
Make
coaches
this safe.
present, just in the squad together right now. It's just going to be a little bit of a lesser buy to come from them in this next round anyways. But a couple of these angles they are just dry walking into right now, you know. Something that wasn't really working for Talent over on Sunset. The dry walks, right? It looks sloppy. DFM, make sure they're kind of being self-aware
Well, no,
about
yeah.
that.
Now we've got the outline in the hands of Thai.
Well, maybe he wants to go in again, see if he can be a bit brave. Good reveal actually on a Jip Boys. He's gone. There's that Nightfall I was questioning earlier, but
The
similarly,
Lecon.
Killer up. Oh, there's Fury on a Jimbung. Yeah, no util there, mate.
Does have the convergent paths, maybe play off of it, but still position
Have a
not
song,
quite
huh?
supporting it. So just dug deep, spike plant. And you gotta watch out for the back. Primi takes out a Kame.
โอ้โห
Straight out from heaven. Then the shock darts ringing through.
You got to count which angle you want to find now. Is it Premier or is it the others?
That's the thing about this site as well. So many separate angles. The wall
Sủi.
positions too. Primi shot out from the
Sủi.
back. Oh, it's another.
Oi!
A third, a fourth. Quad kill for Primi. Just to close in the distance. for
Primi.
Talent.
I need to see those
Bro.
three kills. I got to see them. for
Primi,
They just
bro.
sounded like
You
two
see that,
one-taps in the
bro?
mix for the tail
Primi
end
na.
of those two shots there. What a sensational retake to come through from Talent. Again, defensive map of Corrode right now. Having some good rotation.
รีเพย์รีเพย์
Crossfire awareness. You know, you're cheating the rotation there as Primi as well, right? You are
โอ้โหจิบบอลโดนเลคอน
for the
Nice.
retake.
โป๊ะหนึ่ง
Let's see these shots again, hopefully.
ส
from
อง
these last
กระโด
two.
ดเช็คตัวสามพลิกแล้วก็สี่โป้ง
Oh, that last one is disgusting.
Classic Primi
เฮี
kill.
ย
Now we'll hopefully get the timeout come through from the side of Detonation. Focus me because they need that lane. They need to focus.
Puns aside,
เกินปุยมุ้ยอะ
as the score, you're absolutely right
บอกว่า
because
ด้านนี้มันดันกัน
Talent
มี
have
สิทธิ์
a
ที่ทารอน
good
อาจ
chance
จะได้
of turning this map around on
แล้ว
its head.
ทารอนก็ไปชนะไอซ์บ็อกสองหนึ่ง
Yeah, I mean, I know I highlighted this earlier on, but it feels like we are getting the talent, you know, where they were quick to realize some positions and reads and develop a counterplay pretty quickly and the right rotations to come on out, right? Where's this sort of mid-rounding adaptations to come through from DFM the last couple of rounds? The May's been shut down a bit here and there. His utility not finding some value anymore. Trying to just get in with the team. He's a little bit too
หน้ากู
far
มันมาก
ahead
เลย
of them.
ยังไม่ได้ล้างหน้าอาบน้
We need to reel
Sir,
it in
ni
just
sab
a
วันแล้ว
little bit more. When he does go into the site, need to have that in combination, right? With his teammates. Getting a Kame in there as well. Having the rest of the squad get in. Set up a good territory. Can look to do that potentially soon when a Viper's Pit may come online. But let's see what the results of that their timeout will reveal.
That is what we've been seeing up in the hands of Thai, just to mark a
ำ
main.
ฉันไม่ดันหรอกนะนี่ทารอนฉันไม่ดันหรอกนะที่แม่งรวมบีแล้วอะ
Back towards the B site with some changing of the traps.
ไม่กล้าไม่กล้าไม่กล้า
Baiting finding out a bit of this util. Fake shrouded step as well. Makes Jit Boys question things a little bit, but remember, you've got the bulk of the force of Talon over at A.
ล็อกกันล็อกกัน
They've been doing some right rotations and right reads. Feels like at the moment they are just not set that it is going to be DFM ending at B, so happy enough to stay over towards A.
May very well be the right call. Killa trying to spam for it as much as possible. His drone didn't see too much, but now
นั่นมิด
DFM.
There's a second prowler going through Link too, so holding the numbers over at the A site might have been the right call from them. Do we have May with the convergent pass to go in to provide an entryway into A? On the barrier and Dion and GN as well.
โอ้โหวิ่งกลับทำไม
And if you can break the
How about
barrier
out?
fast enough, but me opts for the dive instead. Refracts back, and then the convergent paths to collapse on through. Cruz hit by it, forced short.
เรียบร้อย
Violation comes out. Brimmy saves his team. Will there be enough kills though? May continuing to push forward, brute force into the site. Brimmy just comes back in to take on the duels, and then Cess finds the trades. Cruz back into it. We're tied up now, 9-9.
Yeah, a bit too one-dimensional to come out from DFM there, unfortunately. If you're trying to
Really
have,
good.
you know, pretty much your whole force going in through Link,
This
you're
is so good.
going in
This is
towards
so good.
the territories of a Premi, you're contending with the Grav now, with the
Cross กันดีครับ
annihilation and the barrier mesh and the sensors. You've not, you know,
อันนี้ยิง
overwhelmed
ไป
them
9 โอ้โห
already. It just makes it
ซึ่ง
extremely
บอกแล้วด่านนี้
difficult
แบบ
to be able to
มัน
get
ด้าน
in
กันอะ
towards that site there with the later time.
คือเมื่อกี้ได้
For the first
ครึ่งแรก
installment
5-7 อ่ะ
of
โอ้
this
โห
map for DFM, they have to learn these
แล้ว
things
ดีดแล้วไง
trial by fire.
คือมันเป็นด้านกัน
Right
ไง
now that fire is cooking them. Talon tied up.
จะดันมันก็ยากหน่อยอ่ะ
Once again back into the fray. It's Cruz with the dark
ป่า
cover. Dimensional drift out from Akame.
Great grab net. He's going to trap him a bit.
Oh, Brimmy. What a decision. Akame might be able to back out, but
Wait,
still
wait.
the team from
ทารอนอัด
DFM
แพ้ ถ้า
pushes
คอร์ส
on
ไม่
through
ดี
from elbow. Smoked off somewhat, but it's the angle ultimately. Killa has it all marked down. Brimmy
เท่ดี
Jin and Akame continue forcing their way up, and they manage to find more kills. 2v2 now, and Thai puts up a flash. The Viper Spit coming
น่าระเบิด
online.
Now we'll see what GN is going to be able to do here.
Jit boy.
Kame as well.
จิตบอยเป็นตัวเปลี่ยนหรือเปล่า
We'll see a bit of a change from Thai maybe in the weaponry and operator into this
เดินมาเล่น
retake.
ด้วยกัน
Not
ครับ
gonna be
ฉลาด
the
มาก
most wanted weapon, but he will at least meet
รวมกัน
with
แล้ว
Jit
อยู่
Boy. So
แย
they
กหมู่
could
เราตาย
work
นะ
together as a team. All right, I'll
ได้
take
แผน
back
แล้ว
what I said.
โอ
He's
เค
looking to change the angle here.
อุ้ยอ้อมไปไหนไกลมาก
Back of A main, maybe closer to some potential weapon swaps if he wants.
The thing is, DFM have kind of locked themselves within this pit, haven't
Well,
they?
boom.
Not a lot of angles that leave
คือ
themselves
มันเล่นยากอ่ะ
non-sprayable.
ถ้าแบบได้แล้วอ่ะ
A cage for Jit Boys, a camera, no flashes or anything for Thigh. Just gonna have to try to go in for it and hope for the best, maybe. Shorty's to clear out the corners, tap onto the
Oi!
side, and Jit Boys, he lines them both up! Jit Boys, what a kill! Onto the defuse, and Talon are now in the lead!
It's a great retake to come through.
damn
A bit of
bro
luck thrown on top of that one for the lineup in that 2 versus 2. Now I'm looking towards that round in the engagement over towards the elbow side of things. Just look at all these angles that are just being held by
โดนดูดแล้วไง
Talon.
ยังให้อยู่
Just being swung into. No one's really committing to a swing. It feels like they're until Chien meets with the party.
โอ้โหมันไลน์อัพ
First time in this map now that Talent will take the lead. First time in the series, for that matter. 10 to
ดีครับ
9.
ดีครับมูดทีมดี
Defensive strength for them.
Ooh. Still explosive from DFM just to try to bait reactions out from Talon again.
Yeah, it's Bane and Akame with the Vandals in hand. See if they're going to be able to open up an opportunity in this round. But
นานเห็นแล้ว
you need to see just more
เข้า
from
มิด
the
เข้ามิด
team, right? It can't just be those 2 players.
The other players might have gone a little bit more quiet ever since they swapped over onto the
ดี
attack.
ขึ้นหรือเปล่า จะขึ้นหรือเปล่า ขึ้นมาดี
Talon, though, on the other hand,
ขึ้นไหมล่ะ
Feels like it was earlier since then, right? Since the tail end of last half.
เห็น
jump spot.
Just gonna lock
In,
you out for a little bit here. 50 seconds to go. Again, another situation where Talon don't care. You're not
Topian
forcing
you
to rotate
mid.
out from them. You'd love to be able to push
Topian you
Thai
mid.
away from his spot. Gate crash in towards Akame's loving arms, but that's not going to happen there as well. No one's even looking over
เดิน
the
ออกแล้ว จิตบอยโอ้โหเดินหันพอดีเลย
Not quite. Cess
Oh.
in with from the shadows.
30 seconds. You gotta go.
30 seconds left.
And
Oh,
over the best.
high
No,
saw.
He's holding the off angle.
They just don't clear him.
Hit with
และ
the
นั่งเลย
second, but still
โอ้โห
support
มั่นใจ
out
จัด
the back. It's Kilowatt right here to shut down May. The
Oh.
shock dart goes through. Oh, but not quite May. Able
และ
to
จบ
sidestep it.
Remaining.
But of course, you got Cruz and Jit Boys who
Okay,
are
รู้
very
เรื่อง
much alive.
ยากครับ
Cess
ยาก
left. 8 seconds to go. The
โน
round
ไทม์ครับเก็บปืน
is
เซฟ
gone.
Yeah, this one is absolutely crumbling for DFM now. Talon have
ขึ้น
some
11
great reads and just great shots coming out on this defensive side. They're not going for any
เว้ย
overzealous
จัดอะ
plays
จริง
in towards the main choke points. They're recognizing that their strength is just sitting together on the
นี่
sides
พี่
of
มี
the
มั่นใจ
team.
เกินไปว่ะ
Because DFM are really slow in clearing mid and clearing these angles on the sides of the map. They're being stalled by a lot of Premier's utility, these smokes as well. They also have to just contend with that operator that they know is in existence in Dai's hands.
Enemy.
อืม
It's very difficult clearing at the moment to come out from them. The timeout
พี่มี
to be
แบบมั่นใจ
deployed
จัด
here for DFM.
ความมั่นใจมาเป็นเรื่องที่ดี แต่เมื่อกี้พี่นั่งไม่หลบเลย
Coach Northern Lights will help them out.
But remember that you give another timeout over towards Talon here too. They can change things up if they want to.
มึงเป็นไงเฮียดันไม่เข้าเหมือนกันดิ
We know from our little armchair position that they don't necessarily need to change it up. They're doing pretty darn good at the moment.
At the moment. That's what you're thinking about. The next round coming up, DFM possibly looking to switch things around. You mentioned mid before. And Talon are just working wonderfully with that.
Yeah, you're kind of just wasting a lot of this melee utility at the moment as well, right? He's going in, he's refracting out.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really care. Like, a wasted light speed and a refract as well, and they're not really in any position that's causing you worry. You definitely do take that as talent.
ถ้าเรารีบจบดีกูจะแบตมาชาร์จ จะ2 ทุ่มแล้วเนี่ย
Yep, thigh as well.
You know, they want to run into this. Let's see if they're going to be able to weather a shot or not.
Prowler alerts thigh. Oh, and he just goes in for
ได้
a
หนึ่ง
kill and TP out.
Oh,
DFM doesn't back
Jit
down,
boy.
but here comes the utility reconned out. That's a free
อ
kill.
ย่างนี้ทำอะไรไม่ได้เลยอย่างนี้
Cess and Akame down.
DFM
for
น่า
the
จบ
operator and the
นี่เป็น
ping
แพ้
out
ชัวร์
on a Cess.
High-low setup too as May peeks into it, wanting more space.
พี่มิเห็นละ
Backed into the corner
Oh,
now.
job
Oh,
there.
and hit by the grab net. Cruz once again. See some
โอ้
more
โห
successful
โอ้โห
penetrative
โอ้โห
shots
เทรด
now.
ดีจัด
Once the team comes into it, everyone
คอร์สไฟดีจัด
is online up to map point.
Yeah,
Mad
just the
point.
defensive side, Talon have
และ
a
จน
brilliant read in how they want to be
และจน
navigating it, to be honest, and it's really nothing
และ
that's
จนเลย
too unorthodox.
เซฟแค่
It's
3 คน
quite readable. An operator on the line, you're not over
อีกคน
playing
ฮาล์ฟ
your
ด้วย
hand there. You know you've got a
2 คน
lot
เซฟ
opening
1 คนฮาล์ฟ
kills
2 คน
where
บาย
DFM have to press the issue. They
นี่
have
จ
to
น
be challenging you to try and bring it into a sense of value and an
อ่ะก็
opportunity
มิก
to
ไป
get
ก็เลย
back
นี่
towards the round. So you know they're going to be pushing in towards holes. You know that you've got strength in
Aye.
numbers. I mean, it's a 5 versus 3 at that point in time. Where you've even got options if it gets worrisome of an annihilation, of a dimensional drift. You've held on to them. I mean, just look at the other ones as well, right? A Hunter's Fury and a Neural Theft. This is 3 rounds of closure that Talon need. And they've got the components here to kind of get the job done right now.
เอาแล้ว ยัดเลยเฮียมึงไม่จดได้ไงวะ
DFM once again
ไม่
though,
ซื้อก่อ
looking to explode into forward positions. Premier playing pretty much the same position he did
โอ้โห
before. He's
พิม
just
พ์มี
so
อ่านขาดจัด
Kame as well. May though taking him out quickly. That's one hell of a
โดน
heads up duel, but now the Hunter's Fury coming back through, just as you've mentioned.
Yeah, Cess
ดีจัด
and Akame
ดีจัด
both dead first yet again.
แมป
And you
3
just
ครับ
lost
ถูกต้องครับ
them
แม
out
ป
of this
3
A site. There's no way you're really getting back into this one as DFM.
ทรงนี้ไงแมป 3 แน่นอนเข้าไม่ได้ละ
Play, possibly if anything.
I mean,
พวก
you've
มา
got
ดัก
first
มิด
point
แล้วตัว
contact from the B util of Jit Boys. He's in
จิต
mid,
บอยดักมิด
so you're not going there. 3 players on this A site. You can try and converge and pass if you want. It doesn't cover everything.
เห็น แล้วปิดเลย
That's one of their only options. Pinged out A-Link as well, so aware as
ดูละ
to
เข้ามาละ
some of the other possible angles they need to watch out
โอ้
for.
โห โดนด้วย
Great shot dart. Oh my, GN is down real low now.
Well, Some space gathered, maybe with the convergent paths, trying to break through it, but still Talon's forces prove way too overwhelming. Jinbo
จบเลย
fighting for dear life. Jinboy says it's lights out.
Bye
Map
bye.
goes to Talon with a 13-9 scoreline.
Ah.
Streak that was.
Yeah, looks like we're just 13-9ing both of our opponents' map picks here today in this series. And I mean, even in our previous series, right, we had a sort of similar 13-3s for both of the teams, but on their own map picks of choice. So maybe the script today and the storyline is some team will be winning 13-7 when we get back on towards Icebox, which is the next map in this series and a map that we've actually seen from these teams before.
Yeah, that's the one that we definitely want to look out for, how well it's going to really shape up to be, because right now, on each other's map picks, it's been quite a confounding experience. Swapped over on both sides, Corrode looking a lot better, although I have to admit the first half it looked quite shaky for Talon at some point.
Yeah, I mean, just Corrode things at the moment, since it's been added to this game, it's very strong on the defensive side. A lot of teams just able to really figure out things easier on that side as opposed to attack. Sometimes we do see that, right? You think of Split back in the day, how defensive sided was that map, and then a couple of patches and changes later, it got a little bit more equalized. But hey, doesn't really matter. This is the map that they have to play right now. And this series will be moving in towards the third and final one for the day in Icebox. Yeah, I wonder how that one's going to go.
Yeah, definitely thinking about it. Certainly for now, a lot of individual performances coming up from the team. Very lovely to see. We'll toss it back over onto Des to break it down.
Thank you very much to Quack, and thank you very much to Corodo.
Corodo.
I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys so much. That was so fake. That was terrible. That was terrible.
But I'll tell you what wasn't fake. This Talon comeback in the first half. They made it work. They made it work. We're the funniest desk in the world, I think.
I said I would laugh and make it convincing, but yeah.
No, it was so bad. But again, going back to this map, which there were some very questionable moments here, but I do have to hand it to Talon for bringing it together in those final rounds.
I mean, I was getting nervous when it was 7-1 and Dai wins that big clutch to kind of get the ball rolling for Talon. But I mean, I think DFM will be very disappointed that they didn't manage to carry on with that momentum from the first half. Talon scraping their way back into the game and then looking dominant on that second half.
Yeah, that was the resilience from Talon that we didn't see on Sunset. Honestly, they just kind of rolled over and died. I think here on Corrode, though, I mean, the attack side start wasn't great at one point. As you mentioned, things were looking very dire. They were down like 6 or 7-1. They managed to scrape like the last 4 rounds of the first half together. Then they lost the second half pistol. Things were, again, looking a little bit questionable, but they went on an absolute streak there on defense at the end. After losing pistol, they converted every single round in the second half.
Yep.
This deadlock cypher comp, it worked out beautifully for them, and some of the individuals that had really rough starts, like you have Kalua on your build team.
I was shouting on it.
At one point he was like 2-10. You were like, it's over for me. But look at that finish.
Yeah.
Like honestly, 200 ACS went about dead even on the Sova, and most of that was when Talon was coming back.
Did very, very well to recover. Once again, Talon, you know, we are seeing everybody in that team really be able to fry. Over on the side of DFM, May once again trying to do that heavy lifting. So I do think that is a real story of this. But then, you know, I'm worried for DFM. Momentum now is not on their side. We saw this happen against, you know, with Zeta trading the map picks, but then it did go to Icebox map 3 and May drop 39. So maybe that will happen again. Who knows?
You think it's gonna happen again?
I mean,
versus Talon?
The melee was pretty solid.
It was. They had good ideas.
Yeah, it was. I think that the combo with Akame on the Yoru has also led to very interesting moments, which I think we'll see over here. Yeah, the melee. Hey, I am all for it.
Yeah, I honestly liked it.
Let's roll this clip. This was one of the questionable moments from the melee. Where is May going? We're jump spotting. What is this? I think we're trying to isolate a lurker, maybe. Where does he go? And then this happens.
Yeah, I mean, we see the clone dog combo. It's so good. I don't know how he manages to get one here before he gets traded, but that's so sick. And ultimately, this is a round that Talon do manage to close out when, in theory, they have that lower buy.
It was kind of on an eco, honestly. So look, that went pretty nicely for
Look
them.
at that shot.
Then
What is this?
What is this shot? Where was he? Huh?
I can't even see it in super slow-mo. Man, this kid is insane.
Is he
no?
cheating?
Is he could be
I just
cheating.
want to
Check his
open up
PC.
that discussion.
Check his
Let's
PC
just
now.
open that discussion real quick, okay?
Well, you know, I think DFM here, they were onto something for sure, but it was that question of endurance for DFM.
Yeah.
Especially since we know them to be a team that unfortunately just doesn't do well in these third map scenarios.
Yeah.
No, they struggled, and that was a big reason why. Thai, I mean, he, for his debut game of Yoru, he looked really quite comfortable there.
Yeah, you just saw them down 7-1 in the highlight there. He clutches, and then they go on a bloody run. I mean, his Neon debut, not great, honestly, on Sunset there. I was not impressed, but his Yoru, very solid. And if you can play Jet Ray's Yoru pretty good,
Yeah.
that's an agent pool for a duelist. You can get away with not playing Neon as much, although it'd be good if you start to mix it in, maybe make some improvements there, grind the Neon games a little bit. But honestly, he was a big reason why Talon was able to take this game away.
Yeah.
On attack, obviously, getting in there and winning some clutches, actually. In fact, I like the Yoru on attack side Corrode. You can really brute force a lot of those mains using the clone. But MVP still goes to Primi on the deadlock. I mean,
Man,
he's
it
just,
always does, doesn't
he's
it?
just a deadlock spammer right now.
I think we're probably using the same graphic.
Does
Like,
Primi-
it just went over
That
and
map
over
Ice
again,
Walker.
just because he's just so good.
Does Primi ever miss an annihilation?
No,
It's insane.
he's so good with them.
One time, I remember he was on the A site of Split, and I remember him annihilating off the bloody ceiling of A Heaven, and then rebounding and hitting someone. Like,
Yeah.
this dude's using annihilation in ways I've never bloody seen before.
I mean, I remember when Deadlock came out and we all saw the ult and we all went, well, this is terrible. Like, you might just miss it and then
just
your ult
break
is
it.
gone.
Yeah, or
But
you miss it.
Yeah, you miss it or you break it. I was like, this sucks. But, you watch Primi use it and he gets consistent value, which, I think improves the agent as a whole for him.
It also adds to the whole cheating debate as well.
Well, you know what? We can actually check his facey right now. But no, in all seriousness, I do love what you brought out about Thai and him debuting on the Neon and the Yoru. We've seen worse debuts on Neons and on Yorus and on any other duelist. This wasn't bad. And again, praising Talon here for just setting up this young duelist for the first time on one of the biggest stages in Valorant. It's amazing how they're able to actually lift him up over here. And now we're heading into Icebox, which this is
Yeah.
pretty much solid for Talon. And for DFM, they have to be up to the challenge.
I mean, I don't know. I think Talon is on for one. Going into third map with Icebox being left open, they're going to be quite happy to see that. It's been, as we can see, a map that they've picked quite a lot. They have absolutely dominated both of the Icebox games in the openers against Boom. Who else did they play? Did they play Zeta?
Zeta,
Yeah, Zeta.
yeah.
They owned
33,
Boom
35.
and Zeta on this map. And DFM, honestly, it was pretty cut and what's the word? Like it was definitely hanging in the balance until
Oh,
May
yeah.
really carried them across the line there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
could
buy
quite
it.
easily say that DFM should not have won their Icebox game if it were not for May's insane performance. So, what I think the cards are stacked against DFM right now. We know how much Talon like this map. They have been
Yeah.
picking this map actively. For this to be the map 3, those
ถ้าเป็น
Talon
ความ
boys
เดิมจะโดน
backstage
แก้ทางได้
are
หรือเปล่า
very happy, very calm, because they get to play to their own wheelhouse now.
For sure. And
Well,
on
as a
the
big
side
com.
of DFM, we brought out how last time they were in Icebox, it was May, almost dropping 40. Now, up against Talon, the rest of DFM really have to be on that next level alongside May, because it's going to take a whole lot more than just May carrying the squad to get across Talon at this point.
Yeah, Akame was pretty good on the harbor, even in that game where May did, break the ACS record. Like, he was honestly fragging up pretty hard, and similar to, like I was saying, on the Sunset, where he was playing Omen, quite good positionally. A lot of those post plants, he's very... I mean, Harbor is this agent where you can throw up a random high tide or throw a little bit of a wall and push up with it and catch somebody off guard. It is a cheeky little agent that if you're very good positionally, you can have a lot of impact.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a big adjustment for him across the series. Starting on Omen on Sunset is a pretty niche role. Moving across to play Yoru, very different. And now back to Harbor, which is very different even from the Omen, even though they're both controllers. So he has to get his mindset in the right place. But I think Akame is going to be the key this map for if DFM want to get across the line.
For sure, even if he levels it up just a bit, there is that chance, there is that opening, right? And now going into our third map, hey, I have to say, Sunset was not expecting that from DFM. Corrode actually quite close. They did have a good, did have good rounds. There was a good showing on the melee too. Icebox, are we certain that this is going over to Talon?
I mean, I just have to lean that way given what we've seen from Talon already. We know that they love this map and they've been very, very dominant. We do have the agent selects coming in. DFM sticking with exactly what we would expect. Of course, you have to watch out for May. He dropped 39 kills on Icebox when it was map 3 against Zeta Division, and he needs a performance like that again in this map 3.
Talon are used to starting on the attack though. They often pick this map. Thai has been fantastic on the jet. One thing I am concerned about though is how they play around the harbor with a flashless comp. It's actually pretty annoying to play into if DFM plays it well.
Well, we're gonna find out indeed who plays well on our final map of the day. We're heading into Icebox once more with Quack and Komodo.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Yeah, here Quack Komodo, and we're back into Icebox. Known quantity for both teams, and at the same time, this is that path to champions. Both teams need that win.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if it'll happen for them. I mean, Frost has been very, very vocal, right, about Talon is going to get there. Currently on the points, they're probably not going to be there, so they have to get top 2 in playoffs. Currently 2-0, they get a victory here, 3-0. They should be getting into playoffs off of that. But let's see, Icebox to be the closure of the day. DFM on the defense is already starting to scale up towards the A side.
Oh, high tide, just to block off the top of Belt. Boys kind of aware or wary at least, but May sneaks all the way around the left side, just not quite marked yet. Akami now peeking out. He's able to find another, walks away with his life intact.
Yeah, you've got numbers now, so you can start to fall on back, right? This is where the differences is going to be seen for Kame on the Harbor and Primi on the Sage. 2 very common comps. Teams opting for, you know, probably
ขอไลออน
these
อยาก
days.
ดูรายการครับ
Otherwise, we've got just some
เพื่อนกันครับผมเป็นเพื่อนไอจอนไลออน
weird, I don't know,
ผม
chamber
เนี่ย
comp
เป็นเพื่อนสนิทกับ
that we,
ไอจอนเลย
saw.
Possible, but not yet anyway. Now it's just Cruz trying to lurk out towards middle, but gets spotted out. Sheriff shot's not quite connecting. So maybe some weapons afforded for the other Talon guys, but still, it's a 2v4.
And we have seen 2v4s not go the way of the team with 4.
Low.
Low. They are all on HP.
Great damage. Primi full kit. Maybe to work around the
Oh!
UAV. It's just Killua to mark everyone
1
down.
2 3
Bit by bit, they fall like dominoes.
What did I say?
Absolutely right, Komodo.
4
Oh, and he gets the last one too. Killua.
บายคิลัว
What
เก็บ
did
ซากหม
I
ด
say? They are all low, and we've seen 2 versus 4s and 2 versus 5s go the way of the team that are low, not to the team that are high. And unfortunately, DFM just get brought down in that round on the back of May, finding the first opener over at Belt. The sharp shots out from Killua. You know, when it comes towards Icebox and it comes towards pistol rounds, so many players and teams these days are transitioning in towards using the sheriffs instead of the actual utility. And it's just netting some really good results. So well done for Talon in that round. Picking up pistol here, which they were missing previously.
หายหนึ่งอีกแล้ว
This time starting off with an opener as well on the back.
Might be able to bring their stats back up online. But now, with that kill, happy to rotate back over onto the A site. DFM, on the other hand, needing to catch up to this.
Just the pistols though. And you've shut May down as well, don't forget.
Record-breaking ace.
อ้าวไง
Before.
Yeah.
Not found this time.
ข้างล่างเช็คยังน้อง
Hiding
เฮ้ย
inside
โอ้โห
the
ไปใครไม่เช็ค
up below rafters. Kind of hears them around as well, but
อ้ายงง
quite able
โอ้
to
โหตกใจเลย
get onto a kill.
Yeah, you had to hit that one, unfortunately. There's going to be no way that you are stealing a round here as DFM, despite doing that against Zeta Division, which started
ทรงดี
late
ทรงดี
first.
นี่ทรงดี ยังเป็นจุดแข็งของแทรอนอยู่
Spike maybe, but Talon
Talon.
standing all the way out, not letting them go for it. So it might be alt charges here.
ฮ่า
Talon. Kills picked up
คม
as they scout for more.
โอ้โห
Killua
ขี้ลัว
right off from the first round.
อืม
And Jin gets marked down by the Marshal as well. It's a flawless for Talon.
Now I'm just looking over towards DFM as
ยิงไม่ทั
well.
น
You know, and similarly for Talon coming back in towards this one, and we've got, you know, what I would assume players back on towards comfortable roles for DFM, right? Jinbong moved from the center over towards the fade, and I think there was a bit of lost in translation things over on that.
เอ็มทุกคนเริ่มกลับมายิงได้นะหลังจาก
You know, you can sort of start
แมป
to
แร
see
ก
the same thing
กับ
about
แมป
Seth
2
going
ไม่ค่อยโดน
towards a controller role.
แมป 2 ได้ครึ่งหลังนะ
DFM just look a little bit more comfortable when they were playing these roles in map number 1 in the previous series. So I'm hoping to see a little bit more delivery come through from DFM, just inherently because of that. Big
Mask as much movement as possible right now. At least me off of the first kill, coming with some assistance too. But Jit Boys, he's just going in for the flicks.
bro what the
As it
fuck
kind of dies down a little bit. Still got Jin marking up from Garage.
Yeah, but look what Cruz is doing at the moment. He's already down through the kitchens, and he might not even be needing to be the one to cook if that frag was found onto GN. But let's see if Cess is going to have the awareness of this.
ขึ้นบนเลย
Barrel pointed towards the
ต่าง
back
ค
at
ง
least
ตั้ง
for
เดิน
now.
มีคนนึกว่ามิด
Cruz,
เช็ค
though,
มิด
the
เช็ค
timing of this will be crucial.
Yeah, but GN's path
What
the
doing?
wrong way.
Oh my.
โอ้โหนั่นไงโดนจริงๆด้วย
Aware.
He's done it. Jit Boys now the only one to do it all. Plays around the drone. Oh! Kind of getting blocked out by the corner of the tube, but that's going to be down. Jen chiming in from the back of screens.
Common Valorant gameplay. Pistol in second round, bonus to the other team. And now we begin the battle. I am liking this little aggression that we're seeing from DFM though over to this A side. It's going to be bringing in a bit of conditioning here. Right, we've got the push up through belt from May. We've got that push in through the nest and below nest. So I think that's going to be bringing out some little changes from Talon if they want to go towards this A side, right? They just have to be aware of the forward progressions. You know, if we're going to get Primi, slow orbing the ulti orb, for example, those sort of ideas later on, which is exactly what he's just done there. So good little change up to come through from Talon. And on the same approach, just a different look in this round, right? Scaling up through mid, kitchens, destroy the turret, try to force out some sort of rotation from DFM.
It would have to be a quick one too. Jinbong is alone unless he's able to try
Yeah,
all by himself,
โอ้โห เห็น
which
ไง
very well could be possible. Takes down Cruz.
เดินเลย
Yeah, he's destroying that turret.
Ui,
as
ui,
well,
ui,
but
mày
Big
hẹn.
Boys may have slipped.
ไม่รู้
The
ไม่
net.
เห็นไม่รู้
You can see that
ไม่
there's
เช็ค
some pings on the radar.
ไม่ตาม
It all comes down to the timing on both fronts, doesn't it? Killua dispatching of May, and now you can look towards Jit Boys to call the audible that no one's on the site. Come,
เดินไปแล้วไง
clear out B main and come.
จิตบอยโอ้โห
Gotta watch out for Kitchen though, Jit Boys, and he's ready for it.
มีตัวเอา
And there's
เจ็บ
another two. Jinbong way too low to
Oh,
really contest
hey,
this
I mean-
fight. It's gonna be Jen from the bottom of mid. Takes that kill head on. Then though, for the spike to get delivered safely with the Sage wall.
Yeah, you get the plant and you set yourselves up for a post. Jinmung is quite low.
โอ้แล้วมุมนี้เลย
Eventually we'll get some more
ขังตัวเอง
utility
เอาไว้
on the line. So we'll see what DFM can do in this retake, but I'm wondering for
เดิน
Killua.
มิดด้วยกัน
Hunter's Fury is powerful here.
Just to play post plant if anything. DFM trying
Nan,
to
hai
forward.
nung.
The outlaw rings off. Into the turret then is the corner from Primi and a shock dart kill.
Yeah, you got to remember that it was a very low Jinbung going in
Khadi
towards that one, so the shock dart just ricocheting, rightly so. And it's a good start on this map for Talon. And it's a
3 9
continued
93
play for Killua as well with another multi-frag coming on through. That was a
Man,
round
GG
where you have the
GE
advantage, by the way, started off
13
by
3กับ
the
3
likes of DFM. So just not able to
Killua.
finish off where they begin. Some good gap finding for Talon.
จริงๆพี่ไม่ไหวกับพี่ก้องเลย
They'll reset a bit of those econs for
Man, we
DFM
got-
too, who have to go down to a lesser buy and
8-1 แล้ว
be trying to find what he can here with the Vandal.
ยิงทุกคน
And Hero Vandal tucked into nest. Talon already quite cognizant of this possibility. Jit Boys with the outlaw only. Towards belt.
But you can see it
Oh,
was
oh,
not
yeah.
really being read by Killua there, unfortunately, either, right, Quack? So
ไม่โดนเขาเลย
frag.
กลับ
Gun not retrievable, but it doesn't really matter. May, one away from the Blade Storm. And with this
เห็น
disconnection
3 ตัว
from
แล้วไป
Talon
ตี
around
บี
this
เลย
A site, there could be
เห็น
a
3
world
ตัว
in
แล้วไป
which
ตี
we
บี
get
เลย
some little upgrades for DFM in this round.
แต่เขาโยกมาไวมาก
Puts DFM at lethal range if anything.
แต่จิตบอยยังยืนอยู่ A
Toxic screen into B site. That will be read by DFM unless Jit Boys can still make a play out from belt on
ไว
A.
เปอร์ยังอยู่สโนว์นะครับ มีใครรู้ไหม
Look to go where he wants to with that spike at
Okay.
some point in
เฟก
time.
ไป B แล้วกลับมา A ต่อครับ
Retreating from the B site, and they're going to go
ใน A มี
towards
ตัว
A.
เดียว
The res is here, right? If you need to, you can get
ได้ยิน
Killua
เสียง
back online. He's He's got that Hunter's Fury, the weapon as well.
โอ้โหเดินไม่เช็ค
God, he's just not expecting.
Jit boy, how you?
He's still lurking around. Pipes, Jit Boys at least manages to find the
ยังเป็น
trade.
4 ต่อ 4 เหมือนเดิม
High tide then coming up though might slow down
ลองบนหน่อย
somewhat. Jit Boy still trying to hold on around it. Akame pushing
สวย
along this cascade, but it doesn't matter. Talon are all ready.
And
ดู
the
ไม่ทัน
Hunter's
นะ
Fury
เมื่อกี้
lineup from Cess right at the ready for when that res came on through. You're getting a kill on a premium
เศษกระเพรายังติดซอกฟัน
it really just
กรามด้านซ้ายบน
gets undermined when the rest of the round
สำคัญ
plays
มาก
out like that, right? Talon just closed it with the collection of kills. And they're setting themselves up really nicely
มุม
for
เดิม
this attacking side
เสียให้
half.
เมย์ไวมุมเดิม
You've got a lockdown available that now you can kind of just throw into the mix as well because of that Hunter's Fury disappearing.
Fortunately, not enough legs in this race. DFM now upgrading themselves up into these full guns. Operator for May.
Yeah, Stampede up through towards B. Just get past this high tide or wait it out, and then when it drops, you've got a firing line
ยืน A 3
available
คน
for the team.
กลับเหรอ
Keep some interest for DFM over at that B side at least for now.
Trail off. Cess just trying to check into the poison cloud. Does spot out Cruz with the jump peek.
โอ้โห
What a shot
ขึ้นมา
there,
ทำไม
Cess. That's a roughie. Not gonna lie.
นี่ก็ตาย
First casualty yet again here. So a couple of those ones just not really work out for him in the previous map too.
And you lose your info gathering as well, which is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it just means that Akame might have to really consider using this reckoning and falling back a little bit. But by current position, they're looking for a bit of a engagement towards this B site here.
A1 A1 A2
Cloud
B2
comes down at the wrong time for DFM2. High tide up, but at that point, Talon just pushes through. Out towards yellow though, Jien, good for the heads up.
Yellow,
duel.
yellow,
Jimbo
yellow.
coming in through from mid.
Oh!
Oh, Jien just holds it all down. An anchor position, and he does it all. Snake bite to prevent the last player pushing up as well. Killua, what can you
Sanai.
do? Operator now online from the
Oh, my
backside, and it's going to be DFM up to 2.
เจนแม่งให้เวอร์เฉย
Crosshair placement from him on that one, multi-fragging up. I was talking about Jien being there with the Kame, and they'd have to go for a bit of a fight if they're going to opt to go dry. And that they do. Opening kill, by the way. To the other side this time, Talon with the first one, and DFM pulling around with the round. Surviving with 3 as well is certainly going to
ดึงเลย
help steady things along economical-wise. This is where we start to get into a lot of these ultimate rounds as well, and what you've been able to figure out so far, what commonalities you've drawn from your opponents. Well, the common thing for Akame was he was at this B side, now no longer.
Yeah, Thai taking matters into his own hands. Ship Boys as well, getting the trade onto Jien. That's 2 more
คิด
players
โอ้มันเอา
gone.
คิดรูปไปตวงไว้
It's Mate just trying to hold. With an op at this angle, maybe not the best
อ้าวอ๋อไม่ได้บอกวอนี่เหรอ
scenario. Does have the Blade Storm available though.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to pop that one to try and do something here. Jit Boys, though, with the lockdown, pretty much put that down free of charge here.
กระเทียม
Is available. Melo marked down as
Hi.
much as possible. Thai with a quick swing out. Takes down Jinbum. That's the round done.
Yeah, it might be the same call, unfortunately. The operator is such a
Like
prize
saveเลย
for May here. With no recon
เล่นยากแบบนี้เลยเยอะเกิน
it just makes it very difficult in a 2 versus 4. Be vulnerable if you wanted to even our drone there. Really well done from Talon, answering back, not allowing any successive rounds to come through from DFM here.
Pristine timing with that kill from Thai.
And even holding on to these ults as well, right? Bar the Blade Storm from Thai that permitted them the first entry. You know, still having that lockdown available, getting closer towards the Viper's Pit. You've still got that Hunter's Fury. These are going to be really accessible items in these next few rounds, where DFM have a couple online as well. They're not really being able to find themselves in an advantage going into a post plant as well, right? Something that I noted for them previously is they probably do have to, at times, look to find an engagement before going for more often than not a plant, but the
หน้า
same
พี่เขา
sort of
นิ่ง
thing
ตลอด
for a retake, right? They
แล้ว
might
ทำเอาเลย
look to go for some sort of early pick before it does get into a post plant scenario.
You really do wonder if that is what this timeout will afford for DFM. Coach Northern Lights again coming in with the assistance for the team. They do have these ults to work off of, could even play for a possible retake, but like you mentioned, needing to put that dampener onto Talon is
Yeah, it's really just going to come down to what's difference. They're currently putting the Viper and the Harbor on the same side of the map instead of utilizing both walls on the different sides and more of a common default. So it's a little bit of a different style for them. I do wonder with that as well, are you looking to activate May on the back of those screens and those walls and stuff?
โค้ชบอกเล่นยากอะไรอย่างงี้
Just kind of play to his own devices around the map where he feels comfortable. Because where he's going to feel confident is going to be very different to where he's going to feel comfortable right now, I do think. DFM are not getting a lot of opportunities to find some very large advantage positions.
โหแมปทารอนแข่งจัดไอ้บอมสเตจ2นี่คือแบบ
May this time positioned up top boiler.
And not seeing any aggression from DFM, which might have been a bit of a different look to their play on the back of that timeout. Now it is currently just GN over towards this B site. Playing Spotto has that pit that he can drop if needed as well. A little bit later on.
Silent plays coming through from Talon. But again, needing to check a lot of nest. Cruz trying to skulk forward against GN, pushes him off the angle.
GN's kind of lucky, not gonna lie. A couple of opportunities here for Cruz to be able to find him.
Oh,
But what is that?
โอ้
Middle.
เอาแล้ว
Now just 3 left from Talon. At that
แล้ว
point,
กลับมาเล่นด้วยกันเลยตัดได้2ตัว
DFM are quite confident that it is going to be a full A
แล้วของ
commit.
เบรกเต็ม
Screen,
ทั้ง
time,
ม่านทั้งไฟ
nano, they all
และ
come
คอน
up.
ปัก
Yeah,
The
but it
recon
missed.
as well.
Nano Swarm.
โอ้โห
It's only going to be a bit of a stalling play. The utility that
Save,
Talon
you
trying
save
to
me.
throw in towards this round is not doing anything. The shots are not doing anything. DFM, they do not miss the mark here where Talon.
Make it a flawless round as much as possible. 10 seconds left. Talon be saving or going for the exits at this point. Tough positions. They can't really walk their way out of this one, but still able to get 1 kill. Flawless no longer for DFM.
Yeah, damage is a great delivery at the tail end of this round, not gonna lie.
คือเราก็ไม่ยอม
One player losing their life in Jungbong there. GN will be able to comfortably even just drop him a gun. So you're still looking alright.
เขาเล่นเซฟ
This is the scenario in the half where maybe you do start to wonder. Are we
คือ
gonna
เรา
have a
ยืน
tight
นิ่ง
scoreline? Are we gonna have a bit of
ๆรอให้เขาออกมาตัด
action and
แล้วใช้เอ็มวัดเอาแต่เขารู้เขาเลยยืนนิ่งๆไม่พีกมาเลย เพราะว่าถ้าตัดได้ปุ๊บก็ใส่เลย
Certainly could be. Still have these ults
แต่เขาไม่ออกมาให้
ready
ตัด
for DFM to let rip. Jin once again playing around green.
Yeah, gonna be another challenge for him at the moment. No killer around the site, so it'll just be a bit of a dry peek attempt to come through from Talon here. Once more, not seeing any full aggressions from DFM. Drone to start to scope out the A side of things. May to start to get a little bit hungry to see what he can find with the operator over on the other side of the map as well. So it's going to be a retake set for DFM, with now Talon looking to transition towards this B site. Poised to get on in with the Hunter's Fury and that lockdown still available to snuff out this pit.
The position to set it up, if anything. Wall gets shot down.
Yeah, they don't even need to contend with this Viper's pit. They can continue a little bit deeper on.
Ooh. Hunter's Fury
Oh.
alongside Reckoning. They just go through. Killua managing to take down that 1 kill against Akame. Jinboom now coming in with an Nanostorm as well, keeping Talon at bay. But Jit Boys does have other positions to work off of.
Cruz, could you attempt to get a pit down
Oh,
here as
then
well
got you.
and trade lockdown for lockdown? There's going to be a shallow lockdown to come through from DFM.
เขามีล็อกดาวน์
Nothing
Hello, maybe.
that Talon
Check it
are
out.
worried
Don't know.
about.
You should run.
Another lockdown coming
Oh.
in, and there's the pit. And at this point, it's just obstacle in front of obstacle for DFM. Jinbook tapped onto the spike, baits out the shots. DFM trying their darndest to look for the trace around kills, but not quite coming
เล่นยาก
through.
เล่นยากเซฟเซฟเซฟเซฟเซฟเซฟ
Getting
เอ
back
อ
into this pit either. A recon
Sia
run
song anti
now,
song
just
ได้
trying
ละ
to find assess, but time's just ticked away too far. That shallow lockdown to clear the front side of sight, but as soon as the counter lockdown comes in from Chip Boys and then the safety of the Viper's pit from Cruz, that's pretty much just the round done, and a costly ultimate round. Talon weathered through that one quite nicely.
successful hold, and it puts them up to 6. One more will be a lead for the second half. DFM, though, not too good on the retake just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I look towards what Talon are kind of doing at the moment, right? Back on towards Icebox, which is a little bit more of a comfy scene for them. When they played against Zeta, for example, 10-10 was quite missing in that one, right? There was some massive punishments. Last time we saw DFM really have some delivery on this one, May was just going absolutely nuclear. It's the fact that, you know, there's still vulnerability scenarios for Talon's opponents on this map. They're very much capitalizing upon that. And it's also good to see that it is not only just the A site for Talon that lots of teams are currently doing.
โอ้เล่นกัน
Are liking to spread across the map
ดึ
here.
งกันจัด
And currently prioritizing this B side of the map means that that operator of May is just not getting tested, kind of at all.
Back into B. The drone. Jin trying to play hooky around it.
Gonna have to see DFM just try and loot a free kill here over at this B site. Ooh. See what GN will be able to do.
Bars have a couple of shots. Talon now aware.
Yeah, but there's just no budging from DFM again, is it? Sova and Jet towards A, met with Harbour. There's only slight defenses here in the form of GN.
ถ่ายต้องได้อะเออ
Absolutely
ถ่าย
obliterated.
ต้องได้
Just capped off. Just Jinbong on the site now. The rotation's not fast enough. Walled up. Jinbong
lag on
for
me.
1 kill, but traded.
Yeah, you take the trade, but then you
One.
even trade the
Away.
res, and Killua finds a Kame. I'm seeing another save for
เซฟต่อ
DFM
เซฟ
here,
ต่อ
not gonna
เซฟต่อ
lie.
เลย
Yeah, you're right.
เซฟต่อเลย
Defending the res too was so
งี้ไม่ลง
quick,
งี้ไม่ลง
sharp.
งี้ต้อง
hands-on
เซฟต่อ
decision-making coming out from Talon, and it gives them that lead.
Yeah, it's just defensive side of woes for DFM. They have been copy-pasting a lot of their defenses on this map already. May with the operator at A. May with the operator at A. I could say that another 2 times and it should be the same thing.
You can say more if he does it next round, but for now, Cess just looking for the exits. Happy to take
Away.
1. Killua shuts it down.
May might even not be able to bring the operator into the next round if they still go hunting, because Killua, he's on 3 kills, looking for a 4th in the round. Now May has been spotted. and
เรียบร้อย
traded as
เซฟ
well.
ไม่ได้
Frag round to come through from Killua.
และมึง
And
จ
just
น
another
นะเนี่ย
round coming out from Talon. Very patient in the way that they're navigating their approach over towards this B site. Getting the first kills, getting the trade kills as well. Premi's not really doing too much in the kill department on this map at the moment, but he's getting out the right reses and the right slows and the heals to the team.
The second res in this first half. They have just picked up the op as well. So that's another added bonus for the Talon side. May repurchase up
โอ้โห
too.
คิดลูกกูไป14คิว
And where is he?
I don't even know if you need an answer to that. I think pretty sure you know where May is with the operator and where Cess is with the drone.
Yes. We can see it on our maps. This time, Akame alongside GN trying to anchor down as much as possible.
It's just one of those things, isn't it? Surely they come
คือ
A
เมย์พยายาม
this time.
เดิ
Surely.
นออกมาตัดหาตัด แต่รู้ว่าเมย์ยืน A เรายืน
More
ได้
leverage for
ปล่อย A
Cess, get a little bit
ตี
closer
แต่
to
B
the Hunter's Fury and scope a little bit further closer with the drone.
พวกโดนขึ้นแล้วเห็น
There is a different little change though.
เห็นเราจะดันไหม
For DFM, they have put Akame back towards
เจอ
this
หนึ่ง
big
ตัว
side.
มันก็
instead
เห็น
of
เหมือนกัน
having Jinbong there.
Well, May is starting to push in more forward position, clear out space.
But he's checked by the alarm bot as well, so he's kind of just stuck here. And if Jip Boys is wise to it at all, he'd be looking at the angle. Will May hit the operator? He will.
Happy for that 1,000th
Hey.
kill picked up now. Back onto
Oh,
Pipe Set. That's
oh.
1,001. Off to it. It's a lot of information for DFM. They know it's going to be a B hit. Jin backs off alongside Akame. Plays it safe. Got numbers to work off of.
รอกี่ทีด้วยกันแน่
So
เลย
from a deficit, what can Talon do here? Still just slowly getting in towards this B site. DFM, surely you're not dropping this round here.
Oh,
Coming down, mate.
unless Killa has something to say about it. Cascade comes up.
โอ้โห
Lengthen the lead. Jinbong, another kill. Domed through. Cruz, though, trying to play sneaky around. Drops the screen and finds one. Snake bite into corner, marking Akame. Goes in for the peek, though. And that's where he gets punished. It's down to Thigh. Has an op. Plays around yellow. But it's way too hard. Falls back towards green. And at that point, can't really hold on to the spike any longer. The Cove is up.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can really do in this situation is die. Well done from DFM. It's almost like having May on the right line with that operator, and the opponents walking into it is something that works in this game. And they are falling in towards that bucket at the moment. Talon not really looking to go towards A for a lot of these rounds in this half, and now that they finally do, they're met with their demise. So will they go back towards the B site that was working for the last round of this half, or do we just get a bit of a different look at its entirety? 1,000th kill, as we did see for May in VCT Pacific now. A lot of heavy lifting from that 39 kill on Icebox to get there this series. We got there in the end for the third map.
There he goes. May hears them jumping.
Oh, he's going to be salivating at this bit right now. Finally here again for the operator to be able to echo out and end someone on Talon. Early destruction of that recon, the Aldrone as well.
Because May was pushing out that far front forward, Talon should be somewhat aware. It's trying to check out towards the top of the nest.
Yeah, but now that that Aldrone is gone as Kilowatt, you've got no, flashes around the corners, right? Something that this comp doesn't lead in towards. You've got no more reconnaissance unless Kilowatt wants to use the recon now to start to scale up with the rest of the team, because you kind of need your team with you if you're going for that idea as Talon. Otherwise, you're waiting to see what die is going to be able to open up here space-wise, kill-wise as well, to have a bit of a rotation coming towards the B side of the map.
Well, that's a cloudburst. But as you mentioned, like in flashes, that's exactly something that Pilsky was talking about on the desk.
It's 30 seconds to go now. Cess is one away from the Hunter's Fury. Keep a check on that for this round if he's able to find something. And keep an eye on where Cruz is positioned up through Kitchen.
Trying to pull a sneaky one. Spike not fully committed just yet. May has the blades, but here comes
Cruz.
Slight fumble. He might be able to play around the spike now, but it's going to be pretty difficult. Got the op shots ringing off from both sides. Primi trying to play the same corner that he did before. Will DFM be aware to check? You got an op angle as well coming up from the other side, but May comes in, takes out Primi. Thigh fires off a shot. Blade Storm out for Thigh now, but still, it's a 1-on-2. It's down to just Jit Boys, where May is holding a pretty strong angle around yellow. There's the kill. Third one in the round for May, and DFM put themselves up to 5.
Yeah, a bit of a recovery with finding those two last rounds there for DFM. May with the operator, hitting some shots, giving a good little smooch with the Blade Storm there under the site as well. Needed to see him get back in towards the action for this DFM squad right now. As 7-5 is a little bit better than the 9-3 that it was looking like it was going to come out when Talon started to get a couple rounds in a row again and really starting to figure out what's working for them on this map of Icebox on that attack side. But now they switch things up. Now they go to defense. See how they're going to use this Sage a little bit differently or similarly compared to last time, and for the Harbor as well going onto the attack side. How patient and passive DFM are going to be, right? It's what those sort of comps tend towards. I like them getting a little bit aggressive here and there too, changing it up. I think we just need to just see some, some differences from DFM, not just resting back and trying to play the same game over and over again, like we kind of were just seeing on the defensive side.
Especially that. Really got to think about how they might try to work around it. Meanwhile, for Talon too, if your opponents are playing that fashion, the possibilities that you can work around off of it. Thigh previously was playing similarly aggressive to May, up towards Pipes as well as Nest. He did catch off a lot of his opponents back in that boom game.
Yeah, I'll be looking to see what Jinbong is going to be able to do here, potentially for a couple of lurks, now that he's on this attacking side on the Killjoy. Talon, big ol' stack towards the A site, bar one, just Jit Boys with the turret for the info first at B. If you get your Cascade for the standard progression for DFM, and that doesn't spot ya, could be a cheeky way to get up.
Okay, turret.
Yeah, well, it does the reveal, but this is why you use that Cascade, right? It blocks it until the very last moment.
Wow, they're pushing all the way up towards the back.
Spike planted.
Boys will call that audible to his team, who are up towards garage now. Gotta be prepared for the hit coming through. Jinbo is prepared for a couple more shots. Trade coming forward. And then for Jit Boys to finally make his presence known. Fires off a sheriff shot. Tries to reposition. Still sneaky is GN. But here comes Akami now from yellow. 2 kills found. Cruz trades it off. The recon coming into sight while Primi is sticking all the way through with the wall, but still DFM have talent completely surrounded.
I love that idea from DFM, not going to lie on that one. And this is what I'm talking about, that cascade, right? Very valuable when you have that turret position of Jit Boys. It just allows the team to get so close, and then they don't plant and play back towards yellow, right? They take some further space over towards Snowman. They give themselves some opportunities, which, to be honest with you, could have actually got the better of them had they not been able to quickly break that wall. Have a couple more members there. Could have swindled a defuse away. Nonetheless, pistol rounds to DFM. Bit of an Achilles heel
ไม่แน่ใจแล้วว่ะเชี่ยแม่งเล่นโหด
for
อ่ะ
Talon. Team very potent on the pistols, dropping them here a lot today.
Especially when it's more unexpected plays now, though. Seeing the cascade, a couple of pot shots, thigh sussed out. It's a full DFM force looking to break into this A site.
Killaway just dancing around those darts there, making sure that he's kept healthy by Primi too. But it is just these pistols at the end of the day. DFM should be holding on to pretty much everything.
Well, if they're able to play around the corners, might be able to sneak a right click or two. But currently deterred from doing just that.
Yeah, DFM, they're just clearing the corners with the utility.
Stock standard as always, but still now towards the back of Raptors. They will spot out the remainder of talent. Killa down in the ground.
ก็หมดทำเป็นไงอ่ะ
Things up.
Yeah, you had GN sitting in
You
spawn
jarred it.
as well, and that's going to find a kill in the mix. So that's something that if Talon want to go pushing on this defensive side, they're just going to have to be kept aware of. Now's the time to get the rifles in possession, and now's the time to, you know, look towards a couple of missing elements, I feel like, in this map to have a little bit of further projection for these teams, right? Primi, for example, on Talon's side, if he's able to activate, we'll start to see a little bit more come through from Talon. And on DFM on this attacking side too, right? I'm wanting to see a little bit more from Cess. I'm wanting to see Jinbung on these lurks. So we'll see how those sort of eventuate over the next couple of rounds. As I say that, GN is just deleting Cruz. Where's he found that? B main.
Straight up. Jit Boys will regress though. Has to be aware as to more players coming forward. Tries to play the anchor position around yellow. As a killjoy too. Oh, it's just May dancing on top of him.
Causing mayhem on this attacking side. Want to see that go a little bit further here.
Spike down, May can definitely play around more. But chooses to play it safe with the rest of the team. Mark down the back of garage in case there are flanks.
No toxic screen because Gen's dead, but you do have a Kame eventually with a wall available.
Right, so and that's going to be Thigh now, trying to dive in for it. Wall up, trying to get the spike defuse going, but still it's not quite happening. The nanostorm's burning away. Jinbo holding it out from yellow alongside May. It's another double kill. You called it.
เล่นไม่เช็คไซด์ด้วยคือไม่เคลียร์ไซด์เลยแบบว่าไม่เคลียร์บอม
That's what it is for DFM. It is
เข้ามา
stealing
ปา
away the bonus
วางกับ
round.
ให้เพื่อนเข้ามาอยู่ใน
First kill actually started for GN, peeking the right side, and Cruz
ให้เพื่อนเข้ามาอยู่ในสโมกของ
against an
ฮาร์เบอร์
outlaw. When you've got
เข้าอยู่ด้วย
light
กัน
shields. Nah, man, that one's a bit of a roughie and not just situationally aware, unfortunately. But a good close-up from a Detonation Focus Me at the end of that one, taking the lead here. Pushing Talon down on towards an eco round. Sheriffs for all.
Way for DFM to truly find strong momentum in this second half.
And this is actually showing as well the value in them picking up the last 2 rounds now of that half, right? Bringing it to the 7-5, now being able to take the lead. If it was a 9-3 or an 8-4, they still wouldn't be met with that just yet. So some good heavy lifting at the tail end of that half to reap a good reward for the start of this attacking side now. Give themselves a run of the economy, a run of the confidence, start to expose a couple of these Talon weaknesses on this defensive side.
Really, due to a lot of the strong performances from some of these individual players. Now GN still again.
This guy with the Outlaw is pretty darn good, I've got to say. Currently, Thai is the one that's leading in the kill department with that gun, but the way that GN's been using it, you might start to get a bit closer.
Checks onto Nest as well. DFM now marching up towards yellow. You've just got Cruz around this position.
Yeah, but what has he got for us? Nothing.
Trying to peek for it, but no kill found.
And now it's just an open B site right for the taking yet again with a good old plant. And as Talon, you're just throwing caution to the wind and looking for some damage, looking for some fights. For Thai, for Killua. Get closer to your ults, because, I mean, for Primi, if you die, you just get it.
Out as much as possible.
Yeah, but you got to remember, you do give ulti points to DFM as well, and in the next rifle round, that could get the better of you, so you balance up here damage, which to the economy is going to do nothing, and no one for DFM is over peaking Quack, so it's just going to be a death with the round. As I say that, Primi gives one to Jin.
Right, the Outlaw. Jin repositioning as well, hungry for more. That will be possibly a Viper's Pit. May working alongside Jin. Now it's a shorty, jumping shot. Oh, flawless.
Yeah, they pick them all up. So it's not even going down with the ship to deny the ulti points there. It's the hunt that comes through for DFM to get ever so closer to a couple on this attacking side too. This is now 6 rounds in a row if you add the swap of the halves in play there for DFM. Onto a map that we first saw for the side of Talon with these new roles looking pretty good, right? Against Boom,
จาก
against
ทารอน
Talon.
มาแล้วได้มา
Just really good flowing for the team, really good ideas, the pistol rounds. You got some bonuses in there, right? But again, I kind of do wonder, right? Back then, 1010 was missing, right? May was missing at the beginning of this map. Now that May's stepped up, and DFM are looking a bit better in their calling, a bit better in their rotations, and how they're navigating on this attacking side right now, and that tail end of the defensive side, are Talon having the awareness in how to counteract that? That's what this timeout has to start to position the team toward.
Certainly, if not Talon. I mean, DFM, you just saw that round. They are building to their ults.
And if it's not May, it's Chien now starting to get activated a little bit.
Right, the Outlaw playing the lurk positions.
And the timing that he's peaking on them as well. From the beginning of the round immediately to a little bit later on and catching them off guard.
Oh yeah, this Japanese squad definitely future stars, maybe even stars right now in the making.
Yeah, again, I highlighted earlier what I asked for, right? What I proposed to everybody. Where's Primi? We need to see that step up on Talon's side.
Throwing out a gauntlet. They are going for a pretty sneaky set play.
Yeah, a little bit aware though is GN.
Oh, they just marked down the angle, just as you mentioned him. Jit Boy's the trade, out from middle. Blocked off as well though. Then you got the res coming back up, and look at right from underneath, Jinpung Akame!
They knew that was coming. As soon as GN finds their first frag, I'm looking to myself, I'm thinking, yep, the res is here, and they're ready for it.
Which means just down to Jit Boys now, who's unable to find any more. Cruz left to pick up the pieces.
1 versus 4.
It's near impossible with all the angles that he might be able to find. Still good on the first one though.
3-1 เหรอ
The spike planted now, DFM playing around the corners. Akame gets the drop. Triple kill in the round for the
เหี้ยฝ่าย
guy.
เพราะว่าแม่งดีจัด
DFM, just as you mentioned, so aware.
Yeah, so on the back of that timeout that Talon calls for as well. So this is going swimmingly for DFM currently on this attacking side here. One of our teams in stage 2 so far that does have a lot more attack round percentage compared to the defensive side. They were second to Talon, by the way. So really looking to
เอาแล้ว
a little bit of that here today.
เฮีย today เลย
10-7 in favor of DFM. Weapons in possession for the Thai squad. A must-win round, you would feel like, for Talon here. Otherwise, the econs reset, and it's 11 for DFM, presumably 12.
Oh yeah. Akame's fired up too. Now positions in towards A.
Just waiting for the grouping of DFM to go together as a unit on the back of the Owl drone, but this is where you start to have a little bit of an exploration from Talon in through mid as well.
Oh, the Reckoning ripped.
Hearing no circles though on the side itself, so it's free territory for DFM to claim. Start to set up for a bit of a post plant. GN can even put a pit in here.
Oh, that would make things that much worse. Hunter Sphere ripped out.
Any value, any tags?
None. The pit comes in too. No real reconning just yet. Killua with the drone trying to do as much as possible, but look at who's on the other side. It says Cruz though finds the heads up. And now you've got a little bit more urgency into the rounds. Talon streaming forward, tracing off of the rounds. Cruz takes another kill.
They're just going to ignore this bit.
Coming back around from the side, they found Jinbum, which means it's just Jin hiding inside the pit itself. Killua takes the kill, and Talon managed to put one back up.
หายไป2 นาทีไม่ได้หรอ
The win streak of DFM.
Yeah, a bit ambitious from Cess to push a little bit deep there. It feels like from our POV that we spot out, not able
จะ
to
แพ้
find
มันก็
the
แพ้
kill,
แปลก
but the rest of Talon tackling that retake successfully. Finally, they break the momentum streak. They'll get another round on the board. I was talking about that one needing to be a must-win round for them. And to have 4 alive at the end of that one as well, you'd be pretty happy at least there. But it's not over just yet. It's not like you've got clear roads ahead. You've got a couple of blocks still that you've got to get
กลับมาได้อยู่นะ
around.
อุ้ยมี
DFM not chipped away at their economy to reset them here or next.
Well, at least you still got some early forward positions in towards A.
Again, DFM just surrounding this A side at the moment for a lockdown that cannot be answered. Hunter's Fury put into play last round by Killua, and GN actually getting in front of that slow orb, so he's going to be able to scope out a little bit more of this side as Primi forced to back away now before getting caught in the ulti.
Ooh, quick decisions from Talon to push all the way down middle. Trying to set up the flank. Mate is spotting out.
Oi.
Oh, what a tap!
ใช่หรอ
Cess now.
ดูไงก็ตัวเมื่อกี้
A little bit of support from Jinbum until he gets gunned down by Cruz. Still though, this is buying time away from the spike. Akame on the site. Oh, and he's on the line. Second kill. The
โอ้
third.
โห
Oh, and everyone
อะไรอ่ะ
has just
อากา
been
เมะ
ripped
มึงเวอร์ไปปะวะ
apart from limb.
That is
yeah.
sensational counter from Akame. I know Pilsky's going to be happy with that one. If I'm remembering the analyst desk, he mentioned him translating back on towards the harbor on this map. That is just an individual crosshair play. And I think from Chip
สอง
Boy's dying,
หันไปส
not
เปรย์
able
สาม
to just converse to Primi quick enough to be able to turn around and get ready for that fight. You got the 3-player
เสียง
wrap
ลง
around
มาแล้ว
in towards
เฮีย
Spawn in the beginning, just keeping eyes off the site as you mentioned there, Quack. But it doesn't
สามมา
really
สองรอบเลย
matter
ตลอด
if you've got our helpful serving delivered by Akame there, 11-8 Talon to drop the timeout. They have not felt the weight of this situation in this stage just yet. The boom game, the Zeta game, clean 2-0s. This DFM squad is making them sweat.
Making the waves up towards Pacific Stage 2 for sure as well. Upcoming opponents and all. Everyone aware of what could be happening. Talon.
You talk about upcoming opponents, Talon to T1 and PRX
กลับ
next.
มาดีวะ Talon เอ้ย
Boom and T1. And if DFM
ฉัน
manage
เชื่อ
to
ว่าคุณ
close
ทำ
this
ได้
one, they're 2-1. Their playoff dreams are alive.
Right? Spicing things up in this group at this stage. It's only week 2, and already a lot of expectations are being subverted. Talon, they had a strong win streak from before, but DFM are very well in range to shut that down. Off the timeout though, Cruz in with a judge. Peculiarly enough.
Would be the furthest DFM have gone as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh. Whoa! Thigh versus man. He gets dual head on. Now the slow coming out from Primi. Just trying to keep DFM at bay.
Yeah, they can reset in this
ตัด
round.
เมย์ไว้ได้คือดีละ
Still got that Reckoning and the Hunter's Fury.
กลับไหม
Don't necessarily need to use in a post-plant position. Chip Boys has snuck himself into a cheeky corner though. Not seen by the turret, I do believe. So I wonder if DFM are aware of this.
Good for at least singular kill. Oh, Akame! He's checked it! He's gotten that kill!
Yeah. I mean, I thought they weren't going to overlook it, but it doesn't really matter. You're going to try and confirm what you can here. That's two, Primi and Killua towards this B site, catching him with utility in hand. Primi is having a shocker, an absolute rocker right now, though, from Jinbung, as that's the B site with a Reckoning in play, and it's just Cruz to try and hold the Mad Bay and Quack. It's not happening. DFM, they fight.
GG
Series point.
2-1 ไอ้
So
เหี้ย
quick onto it. Unfortunate for Talon. This was off of the timeouts as well, Komodo. Mani does not look too good.
Best case scenario right now for DFM to be able to close this series. 4 series points to be able to come out with. You gotta know how the boys are feeling down on that
ใน
stage.
ซื่อแล้วอ่ะอารวาสแล้วอ่ะ
They can taste victory here. Stinger, Judge, a Sheriff, those are the lesser weapons. You gotta put a premium on what Killua and Thai can do here with the better weapons. Currently, Thai's towards the B site, and so is Killua. You're really trying to play on the back of this Killjoy utility at the A site. And maybe if Cruz is able to get out the pit, just maybe, can get around that with the Judge.
It's a big maybe, Komodo. DFM are now scaling upwards. Sure, there is a lot of utility in their way, but it's nothing that May can't shrug off. Pit comes up in time, though. Ooh, but boys get spotted so quick. Can this Judge really save a round up for Talon?
If you're dropping this lockdown here as Jip Boys, that's super early to scare DFM away. Usually just some sort of trap play that you've got elsewhere to buy time. And it's going to be the ladder. It's going to be the time buying. It's going to force them away. But DFM were kind of already aware of this. They were already looking to disconnect from A.
And straight into the loving arms of Killua as well. Spots him out, but not quite finding a secure enough shot. May back into A as well. The cove to secure safe patches through screens. A couple of them blocking off from the inside. GN, another kill. Thai being able to trade things off.
They got the pit player. Cruz is gone. They can plant on this site. And in a player advantage, they can look to close this.
Could this be it for Talon? Thai and Primi, one apiece. Now blocked off by GN, the Outlaw. What a situation for Primi to be in. He's got a wall, he's got a heal, but that's not quite it.
GG ครับ
with the angle from down below. It's DFM and they will close out this map 13-8. What a series it's been. And it's DFM putting on big performances up against a legacy team like Talon.
Oh, you know the Japanese fans are absolutely
ใครบอกนี้เป็นวันหมูอ่ะ
has ended here. Talon, the team so far undefeated, right? 2-0 early in the group stage here for sure. But Sunset Corrode, 2 new maps coming out for both of these teams in that stage. When we get back towards Icebox, feels like we're going back into a boxing ring with the punches that these guys are trying to throw at each other. But at the end of the day, DFM a bit stronger, a bit more weight behind those punches. They steal a victory here today.
Certainly knocking out Talon quite a bit too. I mean, the first half, you gotta admit, it did look quite even at sometimes. But off of the last 2 rounds, like you mentioned, Komodo, the momentum picked up off of it. The win streak because of that pistol in the second half.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm giving props to DFM. They are learning, they are adapting, they are making good decisions. I mean, even in the map that they lost, we still see a lot of great elements from them in that one. GN, again, another step-up performance. Akame, sensational today. He's really coming towards it there.
อันนี้อากาเมะ
He may have his maps as well.
Akame
It
word
is
จัด
time though, folks,
ไม่
to
ไหว
go down to the stage because we have a winners interview with DFM ripe and ready.
A well-deserved victory for DFM. Now I'm gonna talk to Detonation Focus May.